Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. De corazón.
What's going on, people? It's that dude. I'm back on a Tuesday, a little bit later. But before I get started, I gotta make sure I'm not struggle streaming. Press a 1 if you can hear me. Press 2 if you can't. There you go. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, people? What's going on? It's good to have everybody here today. How y'all doing? It's Tuesday. We're doing this live here. Shout out to the replay gang. If y'all not catching on a Tuesday, catching on a whenever. Yo, we're going to talk about it today, guys. Talk about some Steve Harvey. Talking about women don't need to give men nothing. Women don't got to bring nothing to the table. Oh, Steve Harvey's at it again. He's at it again. We had to switch it up here because we talk about the banshees. We talk about the hood boogers. We talk about the thought rockets. We talk about the Pukishas. But where are they getting their talking point from? A lot of it comes from Steve Harvey and his simping actions, basically not even standing up for men and telling these women, you ain't gotta do nothing. Oh, we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But before we do, I gotta see who's in the building. I got to check out the comment section. We got a few things to talk about before we get it going here. You know, we ain't going to do no marathon stream tonight, guys. We start a little bit later. It's like 7 p.m. Eastern. We're starting the show here. So we ain't going 4 hours tonight. Can't do that. Can't do that. But we here to kick it, and we going to be here to rock it. So let me see who's in the building here, y'all. Let's get it going here. Let's get it going here. Hold on. Okay, the comments coming in. What's going on, Javon? What up, tribe? I'm number one, he says. He said he's number one. What's going on, Javon? Javon in the building. Hey, Hope in the building says Steve Harvey and many others simply need to tell men and women not to choose to have children until they are spiritually, emotionally, and financially ready to do so. Steve is being a hypocrite here. Shout out to Hope. I had to put that on the screen. You gonna type that much? I gotta show you some love here, Hope. Yeah, what's going on? We got Rod in the building. What's popping, Rod? Good to see you, man. Hope even came in again and saying his own son said Steve wasn't there for him until he was about 16 years old. So Steve wasn't providing, wasn't present as a father in his first son life. He said he had twins at 25, wasn't ready. Hope on one today, y'all. Hope saw the thumbnail. Hope saw the comment section and was like, look, I ain't here for no Steve Harvey. Let me go in on Hope ready. Hope ready for this one. Hey, man, what's going on with Ziggy? Ziggy in the building. What's popping, Ziggy? We got Mo. What's going on, Mo? Sheila in the house. What's popping, Sheila? Yeah. What's going on, Larry? Talking about Batman had another enemy in the Joker. Steve Harvey would be simp, man. God, Dizzle. You ain't right, Larry. Stop it. Hey, man, stop playing. Hey, we got Quick in the building. What's going on here? Hey, we just getting started, Quick. We just getting started. Welcome to the building, man. Welcome to the building. Hey, Larry can hear me. Terrence can hear me. That's what I'm talking about here. That's right, Sheila. Guys, hit the like button. Just getting started here. Just playing a little catch up here. I need the YouTube algorithm. I need the likes. You guys got to start supporting and showing love, guys. These live streams are not easy. If this was easy, anybody be doing it. You would see millions and millions of YouTube channels that would be getting 100,000 subscribers and getting hundreds and thousands of views every day. This ain't easy. This is hard. I need y'all to get the engagements up, likes up in the building here. Show your love here. Come on, guys. I need you here. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else we got in the building? We got Larry. What's popping, man? Yeah, Sheila can hear me with the one. I don't care what you're talking about, Quick. I don't hear you talking day. Yeah, because you drinking, Quick. You drinking. You drunk already over there, man. You already done for the night. Javon with the one. Yes, you can hear me. That's what's up, man. Yeah, who else we got here? Okay. Ziggy can hear me with the one. That's what's up. Even the kings of comedy can't stand his ass. God, Dizzle. Quick starting already, y'all. Quick is already on one, guys. Oh, man. Hey, man, Larry's at the crown king of symbology. Steve Harvey and his prince, Derek Jackson. God, Dizzle, Larry. You, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What's going on, Shantae? Shantae's in the building. Good to see you, girl. Yeah, you can hear me. That's what's up. What's up, Smoke and Talk? B-More's in the building. All right, man. Terrence is like, good to be here with the AIC live at home for a change. You at home, man? That's good, man. I'm glad you get to sit back and rest your head, man. Hey, there is nothing better than if you had a hard day, you know, and you always traveling, you watch stuff on your phone, your tablet, but when you get to sit back, get to let your hair back, and you get to chill in your favorite spot, that's what's up, Terrence. I'm glad you're able to sit back here, man. Javon's like, what do you expect from Steve Harvey? I mean, Steve gonna be Steve. We gonna talk about it. Steve gonna be Steve. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Who else we got in the building? Pinball says he's back on the grind. You in Brunswick. All right, man. Last time you was chilling, now you back on the road. That's what's up, man. All right, man. I see you, man. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Okay. He said, we need to have an ain't it comment of the day every day. Hey, you ain't lying, J-Fon. You ain't lying, man. What's going on, Vince? Vince in the building. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, we just getting started here, guys. We just getting started. Like I was saying here, click the like button, guys. And before we get started here, if you guys can just go ahead, you don't got to do it right this second. Not right now, after this stream, because we live right now, right? And if you're on a replay, gang, I appreciate that too as well. The older content, right? I need you guys to go ahead after this is done here and put it on play. What if you can't watch it right away? Put it on your watch list and get it going here. We did a live yesterday. Oh man, we were cracking up yesterday. We were wilding yesterday. I couldn't finish the reaction video. We started on some other stuff and it took a complete left field. Hey y'all, we went in on tighty whities. Not my turtleneck here. We talking about the tighty whities through the loom draws, y'all. That's how y'all have no idea what's gonna happen here when we come in this chat here when we do these live streams. I had no idea that we'll take so much time where I gotta talk to y'all fellas about stop buying them tighty whitey through the loom draws. Get some boxers, get some boxer briefs, put some color in your drawer, but stay away from the whites, because last thing you need is that nasty ass crack stain all up and down there, and you about to get it in, and old girl about to handle her business, and she help you pull your drawers down, and she see that skid mark running through. No, fellas, no. Turn around. You're going the wrong way. Hey, next time you go to Walmart, next time you go to Target or Target for people, I call it Target. Hey, when you see the white frill looms, keep walking. Keep walking. Do not stop at go there. Do not say, oh, They got my size, 34-inch waist. Let's go ahead and do it. No. Go ahead and find you some color, some black, some red, some brown, some blue, anything but white. And long as some boxer briefs, not no briefs, not the tighty whities. Hey, if y'all wonder about the whole conversation, you got to go back to that last stream from yesterday. Oh yeah. The first of the month, y'all. It was a first of the month stream, and God dizzle, it was crazy, man. You got to check it out. Besides that, we got other content that you may have missed because we drop content every week, every day, every other day. We be here, whether it's a live stream, whether it's short form content. So if you've been one of the people that's saying, yo, Dave, where you been at? I'm like, I'm still here. Y'all just ain't getting the notifications. So go ahead and go to the channel after the fact here, put some stuff in your watch list, and remember, buy some new draws. Stop with the tidy whites. It ain't your friend. It's going to stop you from getting that booty. The guaranteed booty that came through is going to be gone. Do yourself a favor. Go to your drawer right now. If you watch me on your tablet right now, on your phone, you can carry your phone to your drawer right now. It's garbage night for me right now. I got to take the garbage out. I'm done here, right? Go get a Jules bag. Go through your drawer and get every single white pair of drawers, tidy whites, and throw them in them jewel bags. You know, we black people, we got about 400 jewels bags under the sink there. Under that kitchen sink is about 400 jewels bags there. Go ahead and get a couple of them bad boys and dump all them tidy whities away. Throw them away, throw them away, throw them away. That's my PSA for the day here. No more tidy whities. Got to do a continuation from yesterday. All right, guys. Had to do that. I'm sorry. Had to do that. What's going on? Steven in the building. Talk about top it even to you, Tribal Chief, in Brooklyn, watching you do your thing for 3 straight days now. And like McDonald's, I'm loving it. But yeah, Lady Heroin might wind up being Steve's downfall. Lady Heroin. Hey, Steve, why you do that to me? Lady Heroin. Hey, if you do the pussy in the air, it would turn to sunshine. Now Red Fox, he was like, oh. Hey, man, I love Harlem Nights, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Steven. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Who else in the building before we get started here? What's going on, Lorenzo? Hey, Snow Day Dave. Your boy Deontay Wilder was arrested in my neck of the woods last night in Hollywood for weed and concealed weapon. Yeah, I know. It ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that serious. I mean, it's serious, but not serious, right? It's a gun charge. It's LA. He got to go to court. He might got to he got to pay a fine. He on the pace with community service, but it's nothing though, because you want to know something? It's California and it's weed. California ain't worried about that weed charge. They worry about that gun. As long as you don't take that gun on a plane, right? If you put that gun on the plane, we have a problem. But nah, that ain't nothing, man. I get it. He got arrested. He caught a charge. It is what it is. He rich. It ain't gonna stop him from possibly fighting Anthony Joshua in December. What did I say? Oh yeah. We're not gonna do no boxing talk, but you might have heard it. There's some little dribbles going on right now. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder in December. And you wanna know something? This charge ain't even gonna stop this fight. Even if he gonna fly to Dubai to do this thing here, it ain't stopping no plane flight across the world here. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Ain't nothing new. Just the price of tea, baby. It's the price of tea. All right, let's see what else we got here, y'all. Quick's like, I wear boxers. Good job, Quick. Good job. Javon's like, titties. Yeah. Oh, girl was holding something yesterday too, guys. Yeah, she was holding some too. For the guys who like him a little stoutly, you can go check that video yesterday too, man. No doubt. Let me see here. Who else we got? What's going on? Nate Dogg in the building. Rod's like laughing at the skid marks. Yeah, man, skid marks be coming through. Larry's like, dude, upgrade from those FOO tidy white. Yeah, Fruit of Loom tidy whites. Right, Larry. Gotta upgrade them. Upgrade you like Beyonce, baby. Hey, gotta upgrade you like Beyonce. Come on, man. Hey, man, shout out to Terrence coming through with the $5 holla, the first super in the building. Turn the chat green. Guys, this is the first one here. I got to say this, and I'm going to say it again. I love it when you turn the chat colors here. What's going on, Terrence? So with the $5 holla, turn the chat green here. It says, no question, no comment. Says, get to the chopper now. Hey, there you go, Terrence. Hey, brother, for the first super of the day here. Salute. Thank you for the holler, man. I appreciate other content creators be showing love, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming through, man. We're about to get this started now, man. We're about to get it started. Try like y'all, please hit them likes up. Dave won't torture for the moment. Okay, don't worry, Steven. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to it. And right back at it, we got my man Derek matching with the $5 holla. Turn the chat green here. What you got here, brother? From the brother that wear boxer briefs that get disability checks from Cincinnati and the 8-ish crew. Hey, man. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holler, man. I appreciate you. Like content creators be showing love. Thank you for coming through, man. Back-to-back fives, man. Thank you. Love, support, the engagement. Yeah, your boy needed. Your boy definitely needs it. Thank you, man. Thanks for showing the love. It keeps the chat on going. Keeps the lights on the building. You know what I mean? Y'all have no idea. You know, Pinball said, Dave, are you and Derek good now? Me and Derek good now. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't Steve Harvey originally from Cleveland, Ohio? Wait, Derek. See, you need to, shout out to Pinball. All right. Pinball is instigating right now. He back on the road again. He working. He riding. He on the big rig, right? And he instigate. I didn't even think about it till right this exact moment. He's like, Dave, you and Derek good now. He asked that because Derek for months kept clowning me. Y'all probably heard me say this, but if y'all missed some previous live streams, I'm like, Derek been clowning me. Dave, we ain't taking no L's. You ain't brought no chicks from Ohio, no chicks from Cincinnati. And every time I bring another video up, Derek like, see, you're never gonna get me. Woo. And you know what happened? I went back-to-back live stream dropping chicks from Ohio. Oh, Derek was in his feelings. Oh, Derek was butthurt. Oh, my God. He was Marcellus Wallace from freaking Pulp Fiction, man. He was extra butthurt on that one. But now that Pinball brought up here, isn't Steve Harvey from Cleveland, Ohio? Isn't Steve Harvey from Ohio? So, hey, Derek, you're going to have to take another L. It may not be a woman, but the culprit at play here is Ohioan. So, am I wrong? Ain't he from Cleveland? I gotta get back. I'm gonna get back to the chat so y'all can check. I need to find out here. Ain't he from Cleveland, y'all? Hold on. What's going on, Dilly? Good to see you. Larry's like, I gave weed 37 years ago. God, Dill, that's a long time. 37 years ago? Oof. Oof. Maybe 8-9 hours ago. Let me stop. Dwayne says, F Harvey. Man, let me know how you really feel, Dwayne. Right. Nate Dogg's like, are we going to talk about Simp Harvey? Yes, we are, Nate. What's going on, Jubine? Derek's like, stop, Dave. Look at Derek getting caught up now. Derek getting all upset right now. Hey, you got to take this, man. Dave ain't ish. Hey, man, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Don't get mad at me. You know, that's how the show goes. Darren's like, Godfrey's about to make a lot of money and get this dude just on Steve Harvey and President Loan. I'm from Cleveland, y'all. Yep. Thank you, Terrence. Hey, shout out to my man Quick coming in with the $1.99 $2 holla. Turn the chat blue here saying ladies got problems with bus drivers now. Oh, I'm gonna work on that one quick. Yeah, I saw that video. I might have dropped that one this week, man. Hey, first thing first, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate the Quick. Oh man, women got problems with men. It ain't just bus drivers, Quick. I know it was it Ebony Williams who talking to Ivana, you know what I'm saying, about that bus driver. I'm gonna do a reaction video on that, right? I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm probably gonna touch that one. When she had the audacity to say, when asked about being a bus driver, does he own the bus? Does he own the bus company? Like, no, the bus company is owned by the state, the city. You know, like in Chicago, you ain't no person gonna own a bus unless he got his own transportation car service. It's called the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. No individual one man owns the bus. Come on now. I mean, women don't be thinking about the words they saying here when they try to compute that. Does he own the bus? No, damn it, the city does. Taxpayer money, damn it. Ain't no black man or no white man, no kind of man gonna own the bus. Lord have mercy. It's crazy. Chante's like, Dave, I'm always sneaking your watch while I'm at work. That's what's up, Shante. Hey, get that sneak on. Make sure you got your headphones in. Yeah. Make sure you keep your headphones in. Steve Harvey's from West Virginia. He's from West Virginia? But then he claimed Cleveland, didn't he? He lived in Cleveland for like 20 years. Not born where he lived at. Hold on. Y'all gonna make me do this here. I swear. I was in the car last time. My family heard the roast. Yeah, Derek, it be that way, man. Your family got to hear this work. That's what happens. You get involved in communities like that. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Hold on, guys. Because he's been in show. I've seen him in stand-up talk about Cleveland. Let me see here. Yeah, I know he's born in West Virginia, but he claims Cleveland in so many. Let me see here. Yep. Harvey's family moved to Cleveland, Ohio, living on East 112th Street, which was renamed the Steve Harvey Way in 2015. He graduated from Glenville High School in 1974. The man graduated high school in Cleveland, Ohio. Derek, take the L. Oh, Derek, you can thank Pinball for this one. I had no recollection on my thought process on Steve Harvey, where he's from, until Pinball brought up. So you know what, Derek? Blame Pinball. He's part of the Anish crew, and he said it himself. He's talking about, are you and Derek Dave, you cool? Derek, hold the L. Ohio, you getting a week's load of Ohio L's. All right, guys. Yeah, I had to make sure on that, man. I had to make sure that he was born in West Virginia, Larry, but he was raised in Cleveland. Yeah, that's where he makes his roots at. That's where he was raised at. That's where he walked and did his stomping grounds at. Ohio, where Derek is at. Just take it, Derek. Like Diddy would say, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. Mm-hmm. Keep taking this roast now. Boo Cleveland. Boo Ohio. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, huh? Hold on. What wrong with Cleveland? Steve Harvey from Cleveland. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong, Shantae. Steve Harvey is the cleanup man. Says day that. Yeah, he is. What's going on, Eric? I see EJ in the building. Yeah. They say, oh man. Quick's right back with the $1.99. I'm about to start the show in a second here, guys. Quick's right back with the $1.99, $2 holla. Turn the chat blue says Quick owns a few buses though. yeah. What you rock with Quick is different what Ebony was talking about. Hey, Quick. Salud. Thank you for the holla. Hey, Quick got his own business, right? But the kind of business that Quick has ain't the kind of business that Ebony was talking about. You know what I mean? Not that kind of bus, but hey, Quick hold it down. Quick hold it down. It got a lot of drivers in, not just truck drivers, just drivers in general in my Anish crew. A lot of my guys on the road doing their thing, man. Hey, Quick doing his thing, man. Shout out to Quick. Steve Harvey is from Cleveland, says Pooh Man. Thank you. Yep, I just read it. I am glad his show was canceled. Man, Larry, that don't mean nothing. Larry, he got 22 shows, Larry. Hey, let me just say this here right now. If y'all mad about Steve Harvey shows, hey, y'all need to stop. I'm not getting on UK's, Larry. I'm just saying, though, the man got 22 jobs. When one show goes down, he got other shows. Come on, man. He got Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud. He got that Judge Steve. He got the radio show. He got the Miss Universe that he owns a part of now. What else he got? He got like some other joints that he's doing. Dude got shows on top of shows. He's always working. Always working, man. Hey, he got shows on syndication from his old joints. Hey, man, he got a check coming in 24/7, baby. Hey, man, I ain't a Steve Harvey fan. I'm just saying the man's a worker. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Dave, I used to like Steve, but I'm surprised to hear all this stuff about him that ain't good. Because, the saying, one mouth can lie on you, two maybe, but three ain't better. Yeah, something's up. Eric's like, Steve Harvey is Captain Save-A-Ho because he's saving them. Oh, man. Terrence like, I'm from Cleveland, y'all. God has blessed me. Y'all going in. Oh, my God. Hold on. Let me see. What else y'all saying here? Renee's in the building. Say never trust a man with two first names. Hey, Renee, I still live to this today. Hey, you got two first names. I'm like, hold on. hey, it's like this. Two first names. Hey, stay away. Stand back. Stand behind me, Satan. Hey, like that singer Craig David. But hey, he had a couple of songs. I was like, yo, Craig David kind of hot. Wait a minute, he got two first names. Get back with your UK R&B butt. Get back. Hey, man. Rod's like, I'm not mad at Steve. I just don't listen to him in regards to relationships. No doubt. What's going on? We got the other Sheila in the house. What's going on? Yeah, let's see here. Who else we got here? About to get this party started, guys. Ricky Bobby. What's going on, T. Lee? I see T. Lee's in the building. Okay, guys. Y'all know what to do. Put the likes up. Likes up in the building. Hey, before we get started here, Eric comes right in with the $2 holla, turn the chat blue here. What's going on, EJ? Says West Virginia taking the L, not Derek. Nope. I'll take your $2, EJ. Here's how it's gonna go here, EJ. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I'm taking you $2. And you know what? Derek did. You know why? He graduated in Ohio. Just because you were born there doesn't mean that you rock there. Hey, Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn. He don't claim Brooklyn. He claims North Carolina. And then, of course, his roots were in Chicago when he got the career down here. But you don't see Mike claiming Brooklyn. Y'all cats from Brooklyn was like, yo, I don't care about your Chicago kids. He was born in Brooklyn. That's just the hospital that he came out of his mama's belly. The same thing with Steve Harvey here, Eric. He came out of his mother's belly in West Virginia. He was walking around and doing his early Steve Harvey-ism in Cleveland, Ohio. So Ohio got to take the L. And I just read the high school where he graduated from in 1974. Derek can't run. Derek can't hide. And you know what, Eric? I appreciate you being a good friend to him. But you know what, though? It fell hard. What's going on? Roger from Bermuda in the building. What's going on, man? Eric Jordan's like, boo, West Virginia. Hey, man, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Thanks again, Eric. I appreciate it. Nate Dogg saying traitor. Okay, guys. Hey, let's get it going here. I'll talk about a few things. We're going to get into the Steve Harvey thing, right? So I talked about that already. Hey, real fast, guys. These NBA playoffs are crazy. I ain't staying hard on the NBA too long here, but man, I watched that game, couple of games last night. Man, the Joker from Denver, Phoenix in trouble. Phoenix is in trouble. This might be I know a season, the series doesn't start until, you go to the other team's home court. They played the 2 games in Denver, but man, Phoenix ain't got no depth, and Joker's just picking them apart because Ayton ain't got nothing for him. And I said this a year before Anthony Davis got traded when he was still in New Orleans. I was on the cuff saying that the Joker is better than Anthony Davis. Yeah, I said that. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because Anthony Davis availability, right? Anthony Davis has top 10 talent. He's Hall of Fame talent, right? The man can't stay on the court. So even about 5 or 6 years ago, I was saying, yo, the Joker, he that dude. I had Joker top 10 in the NBA over Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis can't stay healthy. So y'all can see where I'm going at with this here. I'm hoping that Phoenix lose to Denver. I want a Denver, LA, Western Conference Finals. I want to see Joker and I want to see Anthony Davis. I'm an Anthony Davis fan, but I was going by Joker because of the fact that the dude balls. He's the one dude, if you ever go to the Y, you go to Lifetime Fitness and you balling, you get it in, right? And Joker's that one fat white dude or that fat black dude who come on the court wide as ever, right? And he's like, this dude can't ball. And all of a sudden he got handles and he throwing passes everywhere and he's setting everybody up. He should be on the block and he run the fast break with his slow fat ass, man. That's the Joker, man. That's the Joker. The difference though is that Anthony Davis has Hall of Fame talent. Like the overall talent, athleticism, Joker can't handle that, right? But when Joker puts everything together and his availability to play a whole damn season, that's why I had Joker better than Anthony Davis as far as the availability. So I'm hoping for an LA, Denver, Western Conference Finals because, man, it's going to kill me because I love AD, but he can't stay healthy. I love Joker because he's just unconventional. He doesn't pass the eye test. But here's what I'm talking about when I was saying the other day. Y'all got to appreciate these players, whether y'all fan of them or not, because y'all witnessing a dude who had averaging, Joker's averaging 35, 13, and 8 in these playoffs right now. Come on, man. He is killing it. And on top of that, too, before I move on, shout out to James Harden. God dizzle, somebody who turned the clock back. You want to talk about witnessing greatness? He shot 17 for 30 last night. Dropped 45 on Boston and even hit that last 3, that go-ahead 3 to put him up with 8.6 seconds left, man. Boston in trouble. Boston in trouble. Not because they lost game 1. Most teams lose game 1. But you lose game 1 at home with no Joel Embiid. You know what that means? Philly's going to be able to rest Joel Embiid for the whole first 2 games here. He ain't playing game 2. You ain't going to see Joel Embiid till they're back in Philly. Boston just threw away an opportunity to get a game here, and you basically let Philly steal one here. Philly's playing with home money now. Philly is playing with house money now. Shout out to James Harden and shout out to the Joker, man. I'm digging it. And then as I'm doing this live stream here, I'll catch after the fact this Miami Heat game, with the Knicks, man. Y'all Knicks fans, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Ziggy's like, go to 5. It could be. It ain't gonna be no 5. Hell no, ain't gonna be 5. If there's an injury, it's 5. AD and I know that's a big thing. If AD and LeBron play, even if AD falls in his butt and has a tail injury and he misses half a game, it ain't gonna be no gentleman's sweep. Nah, ain't gonna be no gentleman's sweep. Nah. 6 at least. 6 at least. What's going on, Majid? What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, man. Y'all Knicks in trouble though, man. I know Jimmy Buckets is hurt. He got that ankle, man, but still, they took home court. Kevin Love playing like Kevin Love from 6 years ago. Cleveland just gave him away. Make no sense. Cleveland should be still in the playoffs right now if they probably had Kevin Love. Gave him away when they needed big bodies when they got beat by the Knicks. Now Kevin Love is throwing outlet passes on the Knicks against them in the Heat, man. It just tells you something, man. Whereas I predict my Knicks will win tonight. I mean, they should. Jimmy's not 100%, but you never know. It's playoff Jimmy, baby. It's playoff Jimmy. Jiggy's like, 80 always a split second from a season effing injury. Everyone, he got on the court. He just need one Draymond Green stomp. Hey, man, I know, it's for real. So I know after I get done these live streams, I'm gonna get caught up on the NBA playoffs. I love the playoff basketball. So I just wanted to mention that, y'all. I was yelling in my basement last night, just seeing James Harden cook. Seeing Maxey doing his thing, man. I just want to see James Harden do it on the playoff scale. The dude is a Hall of Famer. Whether you like him or not, he will be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that we could saw what his exploits in the regular season happens in the playoffs. And we'll see what happens when Joel Embiid comes back. But I just have to say that, man. Hey, Harden was that dude last night, man. Harden was that dude. All right, guys. I just have to get that out the way. Okay, guys. Let's get into it. Let's do it, guys. We're talking about Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey showed up to Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay. Hey, Shannon Sharpe got a good podcast, man. Shannon Sharpe got a good podcast, man. Gotta give it up to him. He's been busting his buzz as he retired, He got his issues back and forth with Skip Bayless. Y'all seen the dynamic between him and Skip early in the morning when he's on Fox Sports. You know how Skip be disrespecting him. But here's the crazy thing, though, right? As much as the issues that he has with Skip, they have a damn good dynamic. I actually prefer to watch Skip and Shannon over Stephen A and the whole crew of characters they got at ESPN now. It's kind of funny because I did not want to watch Shannon and Skip for a minute. I tune into them and I was watching ESPN. But when I do check in, excuse me, I watch Skip and Shannon, and then Club Shay Shay is a damn good show, right? And before I get to the video here, I gotta talk about something here, right? Monday morning quarterback. I've been talking about it here and there, right? I saw Shannon Sharpe last week in Vegas. He was also staying at Resorts World where I was staying at. There's 3 hotels at Resorts World. There's the regular Hilton for the average common folks. How's your money with y'all broke asses? I ain't staying at the Hilton Tower. Sorry. I when I go on vacation, I save money so I don't get in the basic room. Sorry if I'm talking about y'all here. No basic rooms here, right? So there's the Hilton Tower. There's the Conrad Tower, the mid-tier one, right? And then they got the Crocs first. I told y'all the story. But just to do a recap, I got to Vegas early, right? Got to Vegas mad early, and I figure I go to the, the spot, little dispensary, pick up a few things for the weekend. Vegas, how Vegas get down. So I did that. And I head to Resorts World. They say your room's not ready. I'm like, all right. So I travel the hotel and everything like that. I get some food and come back. They say your room's still not ready. And that's the first because God dizzle, I book everything on my American Express Platinum. I use the Platinum travel game, right? And I'm always in a room no later than 11:30 a.m. How's I can't get in my damn room? So check this out. Long story short. What's going on, Jay? I go to Walgreens. I come back, right? I come back in. I'm about to go to the front desk. And who do I see? I see Shannon Sharpe and his team. And he pissed off too because he can't get in the room. He can't get in his room, right? So I'm waiting for my room, and then he can't get his room. And I was like, yo, I can't get mad now. If a Hall of Fame tight end who's one of the greatest players of his position of all time can't get his room, then who the hell am I? So I see Shannon Sharpe looked at me and he's frustrated. I'm pissed off too, but I ain't trying to rump in his face. I see him and I do the universal black nod. I'm like, and then he does the same thing to me too, right? So we sitting down there for 2 hours waiting for our room. So just to let y'all know, this is Shannon right here. Can't get in, you know? But before I get into the part here, right? Everything was good. Rod's laughing. Universal black head nod. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No one ever gave it a label, so I had to say it there, right? The universal black nod. Y'all know it. You know? Y'all know it. So everything worked out though, right? Everything worked out. But I just gotta show y'all one more thing, right? Because I told you guys about the $100 chicken. I got to get the $100 chicken a few hours later. So if y'all wonder, just want to let y'all know that's how your boy was kicking it. I talked about it, and I had to bring the picture to show it to you, man. That chicken better be awesome for $100, Larry. It was awesome. It was so good. I could only eat 2 pieces at the table. When I got back to the room, I ate like another 3 pieces. Then it was a good nightcap. Lord, it was so good, man. Lord, it was so. Yep, it gotta be the truffles. Gotta be the truffles, man. What female comes with that, Dave? Ricky says, nah, that's called the David Spoil plan, Ricky. That's the David Spoil plan. Hey, yo, Dave gets that all to himself. Hey, man, that's all me. I'm selfish like that when I go to Vegas. That's all me, baby. Hey, I was like, my eyes were bigger than my stomach. Renee's like, I air fry my chicken. I do too, man. I air fry my chicken from time to time. But you know what, though? When you in Vegas, you got to do like the Romans do, Renee. Sometimes you got to pay the cost. You know what I'm saying? So guys, what was that? Chicken said that better be done truffles and sprinkle on top. Yeah, those truffles on there, man. Let me pull it back up. You like 3 or 4 Cornish hens. They wasn't no Cornish hens there, but that's the $100 chicken at Resorts World where I saw Shannon Sharpe and I was hanging out with him. So let's get back into it. I didn't want to forget that because Shannon Sharpe's part of the discussion because Steve Harvey was on Club Shay Shay. Good show, good podcast. He getting it in. And before I get started here, guys, I want to say this here. Terrence like Homer Simpson. Chicken. Right, Terrence. Good old Homer. So before I get started here with the Steve Harvey talk, one thing that's for sure about Steve Harvey is he is pure dichotomy, pure complexity. He is someone on one side of the fence here on certain items, and then he's on the other side on other items. Rod's like, yeah, that's 2 days worth of chicken. Yeah, Rod, 2 days worth of chicken, man. Oh, it was good. It was dinner, it was nightcap, and there was a little bit of leftovers on the next day on Saturday, man. It was 3 meals, man. It was all worth it. But I didn't pay $100, just to let you know. It was free for me. It was free for me, y'all. So it's $100 chicken, but it was free for me. I didn't pay $100. See, y'all gotta know. I say, hey, you can eat good and don't gotta pay. You can eat good and don't gotta pay. So, Dave, big greedy mugs his pinball. I'd be greedy pinball, especially when I didn't have to pay it for it. So, Steve Harvey is the epitome of dichotomy, complexity. Because reason why I'm saying this here is 2 things can be true at the same time with Steve Harvey. When it comes to his career and his work ethic, I say that he is a model that we should look at, fellas. Before you get on my case, before you click off the screen, say, oh my God, Dave, what the hell Dave talking about? Oh my God, big simp Steve Harvey. Yeah, big simp Steve Harvey. Big simp. Caters. His reason why he does, because his fan base is almost like 80%, 90% women, especially with the Steve Harvey show. I forgot the Steve Harvey show. Even though it got canceled on TV, it's on Facebook. That's the other show that's on Facebook. He got the show on Facebook, right? Did Facebook cancel it? I know they canceled Red Table Talk, but did they cancel Steve Harvey show on Facebook as well? I'm just asking. You know what I mean? But that's another show I forgot about. But the man works his ads off. Dude's a MAGA with no principles. I get this, Majid, but think about this here, though. We're going to get into both sides of him. But when it comes to being a man of work ethic, a man who's on his principles, when I say principles about someone who's grinding and about taking care of his family, as far as like the head of the household, Steve Harvey put those tools into place, guys. You know, it's hard to talk this way because when he talks about men and women, it's like you just want to shut everything down. You want to be like la 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 la. I don't hear what Steve says, right? But then if you can eliminate the stuff he talks about women, and when he talks about career advancement, when he talks about life goals, when he talks about men doing what's supposed to be doing as far as your own personal growth and development, his commentary is on point, guys. His commentary is on point. The problem is that when we start getting to the conversation about women, that's when it goes left field. That's when it goes left field. Because the man, even with the jobs that he's lost, the man still has, at one time, he had 12 shows on the air. 12! Guys, there is no excuse for us not doing what we gotta do here. You know what I'm saying? Jay's like, a work ethic can be respected, but it's taking certain things I don't F with. Exactly, Jay, that's what I'm trying to say here, right? So as men, we gotta be able to discern when to take certain advice from people and when to throw it out. You know what I'm saying? This is a true situation here with Steve Harvey where you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I'm gonna, when we react to him in a short second, guys, I want you guys to know, I do not agree. I am 100% against his stance on women, his stance on marriage, his stance on relationships. I want you to understand that. I am 100% against him. But you want to know something? As a man who can actually separate certain items, when he speaks about manhood, when he speaks about work, when he speaks about careers, when he speaks about sleep, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I need to work and get my career going. These miscellaneous items that as us men, that we got to build ourselves up, we can listen to that part, but at the same time, don't got to take advice from the other stuff he's talking about as well. Rod's like, got to have to learn to chew the meat and spit out the bones. If you wait on somebody to be perfect, you're not gonna go anywhere in life. Exactly, Rod. I know Rod would appreciate this here. Right? I know he has no accountability when it comes to men relationships, but when it comes to career advice, when it comes to being on your job, on your goals, I get it's hard. You hear his voice and he's like, yuck, yuck, yeah, y'all gotta listen to these girls, yuck, yuck. You know, it's like, shut his ass up. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, the reason why, I'm gonna give you an example. We're gonna get to the video. And I mentioned this before. 2 things happened at one time. Back in 2009 was the first time I flew first class. And that's because of the job I was flying, and it changed my life. I was like, wow, this is how first class is. This is how I see how expensive these tickets are, things of that nature, right? And I remember after that trip, dude, push past $8. Hey, we're going to get into it. So I remember flying first class for the first time in 2009, and I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to afford this, but I know I got to get back here, right? And I talk about this story. I saw a video where Steve Harvey talked about, if you are booking a trip, find out when you get to the ticket agency desk, when you get to the airport, even if you couldn't afford it, to see if there's any upgrades. See if you can upgrade to first class for free. Or if you kind of try to budget, to upgrade to first class and fly on that first class ticket. Just you by yourself. Don't go all out with your family for the dependent situation. Just you by yourself. After you do that first class ticket, right? Flight. Your next flight, fly coach. And at that moment, you will realize, I can't do this again. You're going to figure out how hard you're going to have to work, how you got to plan so that you can get back to those first 3 or 4 rows. See, the advice that I heard from Steve Harvey was about the fact that, hey, if you can't afford it, get there early and try to see if you can upgrade. And then he brought the advice like, okay, for your next trip, then save up for it. But he talked about how lifestyles and how as men, when your palate reaches a certain level, you can't go backwards, whether it's food or the way you live. And when I heard him say that, I was like, yo, I gotta do this again. Anyone know something? I've basically been flying first class almost ever since, guys. It's expensive as hell. If I can't fly first class, it's because they were already sold out. He can be right and wrong at the same time. I flew first class already, but the words that he used, and hey, let me elevate myself. Let me upgrade myself. And some people may say, Dave, what's the big deal about first class? It's a big fucking deal. I got bad knees. I got a bad back. I've been in car accidents. I've had 5 knee surgeries, and my job does require travel. I like to get out of town every once in a while. So that means that I need to be comfortable on a plane. And those seats back in row 29E in the middle row there is the worst seat possible, going from Chicago to Vegas, which is basically 3.5 hours in that little crunch ass seat. And you got to take that. So by the time you get off the plane, your body is so messed up from flying that plane, you can't even enjoy your first day when you get in town. I'm saying all this to say he can be right and wrong at the same time. But in this video here, we're going to talk about how he's wrong. But I wanted to break that down here because as men, we're all complex. We're not perfect. We can have someone that cape for women and could be the bane of our existence. At the same time, he can give advice and to help you level up. It's kind of crazy, right? Like that, right? How he can give you bad advice on women that can keep you single, but he can give you good advice on your career and get you some money, or have you have a better lifestyle, or just have you in a better state of mind and headspace. You know what I mean? I don't care if he flies in a personal jet, Nate. It's the application. He didn't fly in a personal jet before. He was when he told this story, he was talking about how us men, what we can do to have better lives, and then having a taste of something on the next level can drive us. Because reason why I'm saying this here, you never know when that extra drive just to fly first class can trigger other items in your life that makes you elevate to do other things exceptional and to live better in other aspects of your life. It's a trickle effect. I wanted to fly first class, and now first class leads to I want to get a suite every time I go out of town. And it goes from that. So like, yo, I'm going to get a nice car, rent a car when I go out of town. I'm able to upgrade. I'm able to do these things here because it's a mind state. One little action can then make you want to go ahead and be better of your life. And that action can lead to several actions where it actually drives you to be a better man. And now you're working, and then I'm planning vacations. Now it's like, no 31C for me. We're not going past 6E window seats. You know what I'm saying? So reason why I'm saying this here, because I know my tribe really likes to go in. You get a little bit of the meat, you get a little bit of that grills of the bone, and y'all just jump on it. Y'all go in and y'all just like arr, 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 and destroy it. Especially we go on the banshees, the hood boogers, these women here. And there's been times I've done reactions, hey guys, don't jump on the girl yet. Don't pause. Don't go there. Don't go there, right? Because there is an application here, because not all women are bad. If that was the case here, I just recommend you guys to use your left hand and get your jerk on with your Jergens lotion and then go back to work here. Not all women are bad. Just the fact that we got so many women who are just effing up the game. And that's what I'm doing when I get into this video here to place the notion that, yes, Steve Harvey is an asshole. He is the bane of our existence when it comes to relationships. But I want you guys to keep an open mind when the man talks about men's goals and uplifting yourself to a personal space that makes you a better man. Remove the women. That's what I want you guys to listen to here. Remove the women going forward. If the man gives good advice on how we can be better men, listen to it. When he starts talking about women, shut the motherfucker off. You don't gotta throw the baby out with the bathwater. Shout out to my man Drew Titan in the building with the $2 holla turn the chat blue here saying, yo. What's going on, Drew? Drew in the building. Hey, brother. Salud, man. Appreciate the holla. Other content creators be showing love, man. Thank you again for coming through, man. Hey, by the way, guys, Drew Titan, he's my man from New York. Got a boxing channel. He got multiple channels, but since he's here, this is the boxing channel here. Drew Titan, Morning Times, kicking that boxing talk. Hey man, Drew, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, December, baby, December. It's I don't know. I'm not holding my breath, but it sounds pleasant right now. I'm not holding my breath, but it sounds pleasant. Thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love. G's like, I get it, Dave, but principles are more important. It's the intangibles for me. I get that, but if he says something that's right outside of relationships, are y'all going to ignore it? This is where I want to get at. This is the main thing here. Now we're going to get to the video here. But Majid, this is what you said here. But I want to see how you guys move here and to see how you guys can elevate better. If this man gives you some damn good career advice, are you guys going to ignore it? Because the fact that he talks ill on this one area here, are you guys going to ignore it? Because if you are, y'all some dumb assholes. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. We as men should be able to talk openly like this here. Yes, it's about principles and intangibles, but if somebody gives you a nugget, are y'all gonna be like all up in yours, like turn your nose like, I don't want it because he says this about me. I don't care. Y'all cutting your nose off to spite your face is the point here. Even the worst person in the world here can get some advice like, I ain't fucking with him, but I heard he said, and I'm going to take that and apply that. I'm just saying, to be a better human being, it's good to listen to everybody. It doesn't mean you got to rock with them and support them. When we just get closed off because at one aspect, if one aspect in our life, if we don't agree with each other and you say, I'm good, and you close off, then what's the point? You're not going to agree with everybody in life. Even the people who are your best friends, there's going to be something between the two of you that you guys disagree on. I'm not trying to cape for him. I made this to say that, well, as we get to the video, keep an open eye for everything you hear, guys. Keep an open ear. Now, that common sense to better yourself. Yeah. Infrared's like, nah, but he has to be applying what he's saying is on. No, he doesn't, Infrared. See, now you're blind. You guys are blind. No. Just because he doesn't apply it in his life, that means that you don't apply it in your life? See, that right there, that's bad thinking here. If I thought that way, Infrared, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my life right now. Because somebody doesn't apply it to their lives, I'm gonna no. I will call the person out saying, why are you giving advice you're not living by? But listen to the advice and say, hey, is it good advice? Just because the mother don't rock with it. See, that's how we don't get where we got to get at here. You can take the information, extrapolate it, and then apply it to yourself. Then you look at the messenger and say, I'm not gonna be rocking with this messenger, but if he gives me 2 good cents, I will take it. You see, this is what we talk about, shooting the messenger. This is what we call shooting the messenger. And as men, we're never going to get to our common goal, our common bond to get to the best. It's because of one person who's an asshole, who's in the dick. But if he gives you some good information, you're just going to say, no, I'm keeping it moving. No, then that means that you're just being shallow in your own thinking. We got to open our minds. We got to elevate, guys. We got to think. I'm saying all this before we get to the good stuff here. I want to give you guys the medicine before we get to the candy. I want to give you guys the medicine before we get to the candy. I'm not deaf to Simps, Majid. I'll listen to them and hear them talk. And I'll say, and then I'll apply. I'm like, hey, man, you wrong on this. And I'll tell them why they're wrong. But I don't close my ears to anybody. Even a racist, I will listen to one time. Doesn't mean I rock with him. I'm not closed off in that way. I'll listen to a racist. Doesn't mean he's right or wrong. He could be wrong as hell. I'll hear it one time because you know something? I want to hear it out of their mouth first before I hear it second and third person. That way that when people ask me about that person, then I can give you my best understanding from their own words and not from second and third hand when it's going to be wrong anyway. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I listen to all the horrible people. I listen to the best people and listen to the horrible people. And then I take what I can take here. Isn't Steve Harvey divorced 4 times? He's been divorced a lot. Now let's get to the video, guys. Let's get to it. I said all to say, I want to gauge the audience. Anyone know something here? It's the same thing. Like when I do the reaction videos and I say I'm bringing 2 videos up, and it happened like a few weeks ago. Y'all were going in about the one girl. And I said, no, this girl was 23 years old and wanted a traditional man and said everything right. If she was on Kevin Samuel's show, y'all bigging that girl up. Because the fact that girl was on Kendra's show, y'all want to eat her alive. And I have to shut some of y'all fuckers up. I'm like, y'all fuckers are wrong. Y'all the talking shit be talking shit. And some of y'all men, I'm going to say this here. I'm going to lose some of y'all. Some of y'all men are just hate women that hate women. And y'all should know how I've been rocking for this past year and change. You should know my position, but you guys know that y'all just hate some of y'all. And I want you guys to open your mind. Just because someone is not doing right or doesn't live by us here, there could be something you can take from it, take those gems, and then make yourself a better person. You being closed off, you're not going to get those gems. How do you think the others get to where they're at? Are they just going to shut their eyes down and like, oh, he's black and I don't want nothing to do with that? Man, white folks will steal from black people all day, every day since the beginning of time and elevated themselves. Do you think white people are closed off what black people are doing? Man, they see us build it up and then they take it from us. Take some advice from white. We need to look at the white mantra and how they do us. Lord have mercy. You know, because my thing is, let me do this here. There it is. Let me get it on the screen here. Because my thing is, if any man can have 12 jobs on TV, I don't care. I'm just not taking relationship advice from him. Hey guys, I want to ask y'all this before we get to the video here. How many of y'all are millionaires? I'm gonna ask this question. How many of y'all are millionaires? And if you're not a millionaire, how many of y'all have at least have made $1 million in y'all career? How many of the tribe is a millionaire? How many of y'all are millionaires? And if you ain't a millionaire, have you made $1 million in your career? I'm gonna wait. Because this is where we see who, if y'all going by emotions or y'all thinking by logic. That's what it sounds like here. Y'all going by emotions and not logic. How many of y'all are millionaires? I'm not talking about relationship advice. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening, Nate. I said, how many times I gotta say, take away Steve Harvey's relationship advice? I'm trying to gauge y'all. You a millionaire in heart. Renee says I'm broke. He says I'm a centenaire. I made Eric's the only one. Okay, got the first one. Eric says I made a few million in my career. Thank you, Eric. We got one person who's made some money in his career. I know everybody's joking. You say I'm broke, I'm a centenaire. I know E. Johnson ain't no centenaire. You got jokes here, right? after I grossed my first million, and then I grossed my second million, I'm not a millionaire, but I've grossed several million in my career. Money has no emotions. Majid, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Tell me about wealth in the mind. When me and my dad was hustling. My dad working 5 fucking jobs. Keep that one. Keep that one, Majid. You my guy, but keep that one. Keep that wealth in the mind. Boo. It wasn't on the mind when my dad working 5 jobs, getting only 2 hours of sleep, and I'm helping him as a high school teenager with one of 2 of his other jobs. No. See, this is the situation here, and y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all coming from emotions and not thinking with y'all minds here. I'm talking about when it comes to the money, y'all didn't think of y'all mind. And here, when we hear about Steve Harvey and his relationship advice, y'all coming from here. That was the whole point of this conversation. When it comes to relationship advice, I don't agree with him, and I'm telling y'all that not to rock with it. But when it comes to career advice, y'all are thinking with here when y'all should be thinking with here. Because he gives bad relationship advice, y'all go here. And I need you guys to go here. Get out of your fucking emotions. Get out of your emotions. I've made a couple million in my career, and I'm gonna make some more. I've taken his advice, and that advice has struck me hard. I know that's that one example about first class. Hey, man, I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna keep flying first class. Fuck that shit. That mentality is keeping my head here. You know I ain't no goddamn simp. You know that. Y'all know I know that, but I've taken some of his advice, and it's helped me. Just because the fact that the dude's a simp in the bedroom doesn't mean that he's a simp in the boardroom. Some of the biggest men in Wall Street, some of the biggest men who are in business are the biggest simps in their bedroom, and women are whipping their ass. That's why I did this whole part here, to see if y'all, my tribe, think with y'all hearts here, or y'all think of y'all minds. And y'all thinking emotionally, y'all coming y'all emotions, y'all going here when y'all need to go here. And the reason why I'm saying it, how many somebody gotta say, man, we live in a society where people are broke these days. The value of your money is going down while price of goods is going up. Where we got all these things going on, and y'all want to think of y'all emotions right now. We gotta start thinking here. We gotta start thinking here, guys. Shout out to my man Rod with the $4.99, $5 holla, turn the chat green here, saying that's like a boxer not taking advice from Floyd because he don't agree with his choice of women. Rod gets it. Thank you, Rod. Bring it to the boxing talk here. Hold on, man. Hold on. First thing first, Rod. Salute. Thank you for a holla. I think that is a good analogy, Rod. Thank you. Floyd out here running strip clubs trying to be the black Hugh. He ain't trying to be the black Hugh Hefner. He is being the black Hugh Hefner right now. And here's the thing though, right? Are you taking women advice from Floyd Mayweather? He the money team. He over here wearing about $10 million in jewelry at that Tank Davis fight last Saturday night. Floyd fights first class, and Floyd be living his life of 13, 14, 15 girls. Y'all know y'all can't take advice from Floyd Mayweather because half y'all can't even get 2 girls. But because y'all can't get the same advice from him, are y'all not gonna take his boxing advice? If you in the ring and he's like, I ain't gonna fuck with Floyd because you know what though, he be messing with these girls and stuff like that, and I don't deal with that. It's about the principle. I'm saying, you know what I mean? He put hands on girls. I heard about his ex baby mama, you know, things of that nature. He got 18 girls. He moving this way. I'm a man of principles. I don't believe in messing with whores the way he does, man. I don't care what kind of business advice he gives me. That is what y'all saying. That is what y'all saying, and that's why I want to bring to the forefront that y'all thinking here and y'all not thinking here. And you want to know something? We are living in a society where people are broke these days. Your money ain't going as far as it's supposed to be. The average black is making $42,000 a year, which is going to be nothing to survive on in 10 years if you can even survive on that today. And I want my men to level up and to be smart. And just because you see one guy out here who gives you bad relationship advice, it doesn't mean you don't take the information he's give you from career advice or money advice so that you can be smarter in other aspects of your life. It's not throwing the baby out the bathwater. It's about using discernment. It's about using your head. It's about using your eyes and understanding that there's other aspects to other people, regardless if they're an asshole or a dickhead or a simp. I need y'all to level up and be better in y'all lives here. And it's not being closed-minded. Just because the man's a simp don't mean that he can't give you information everywhere. He could be a simp in the bedroom and an alpha in the boardroom. You can be good, Dizzle. Trump could have said Trump can give you good real estate advice. Yeah, he can. Hey, y'all were mad that Trump wouldn't pay no taxes. I'm an independent, not a Republican. Y'all were mad that Trump didn't pay no taxes, and he gave y'all a little bit of slither on why he didn't pay taxes. You know what I did? I was like, yo, let me get them tools to the game. Y'all can hate on him all you want. When I found, I went and got some more. Hey, I took that and went down to my accountant and found out a few extra things when Trump said that. Hey, just because he's an asshole who like to grab him by the puss, don't mean that he can't give you no advice. Oh. Let me do this here. Shout out to Shante. I get to this video. 199, holla. Turn the chat blue here. No questions or comments. Shante's here for the straight up love of the game. What's going on, girl? You over there working? You over there working? Hey, Shante. Salute. Thank you for the holla. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you. You're missing the fucking point. For not giving advice. I'm saying if he was, would you disregard it? Do you see? It's the you guys are closed-minded. Y'all, if you had time to type that out, Majid, you missed the point. You missed the point. What'd you say here, Clifton? You'll need at least $2 million to retire and live 20 years more. That's true. That's a fact. Give or take like 1.8, $2 million, keep even on the safe side. Shabazz says, so what happened? I came in on the question, who's a millionaire? And I'm just hearing Dave chew all out. Did I miss something? No, the point I was saying here, I asked who's a millionaire, who's not a millionaire. Because, Shabazz, I'm seeing my chat, and y'all can take it the wrong way. I'm seeing people speak in their hearts and now their minds here. And I was asking about the millionaire because Steve Harvey, as I see the video here, we're going to play it now. We're going to move on. He's a simp. He's a punk. He's the worst man to give relationship advice. But the man is one of the smartest business people when it comes to TV in the game right now. You don't have that many jobs if you are not behind the scenes doing what you're supposed to be doing, because how many men, black or white, has as many jobs and opportunities and successful as way Steve Harvey is. So I was stating the base of this point here is that yes, he's a punk and he's a simp, but just because that he gives bad relationship advice, do you cut him off completely? And I say no. I listen to everything. I listen to it one time. And if it's on some jankiness, I turn it off. If he's on some business, let me hear what he got to say. So that's what happened, Shabazz. And I asked about who's a millionaire, who's not a millionaire, because the numbers was showcased in my tribe here, in my chat. I got 15,000 subscribers, right? On average here, it's, for the men here, most of y'all making about $40,000, $50,000 a year. And I know how hard it is out here in these streets. And I want my guys to level up and to not cut off people because that they have a certain position that you don't agree with. Just because someone has one position in one lane that you don't agree with doesn't mean that we cut the whole thing off. I'm not a closed-minded person. I'm not closed-minded. I'm not closed-minded at all, Would you take relationship advice from Bill Gates? No, but I'll take business advice from him. Exactly. Matter of fact, Clifton, I might take relationship advice from him. You know why? Because he was married for 30 years and he had his side piece as the secretary for 28 of them years. So if anything, you can hey, Bill, Mr. Bill Gates, how were you able to keep your side piece and wife happy for 3 decades? I'm not saying y'all want to be wild not like that, but I'm just saying though, it cost him at the end, but he ran for it for 3 decades. Some people be like, hey, I want that advice too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how I can pull that off. All right, let's get to the video, guys. But that's what I'm saying here. You know, I really want to talk about that because, yeah, Steve Harvey, you know, when it comes to women, and we're going to see in this video here that he's not a good guy to talk to about that. But any man who's been in Hollywood, who's been in the tube as long as he has, you got to listen. You know? But when it comes to ladies, hell no. Same time next year. That was all a movie with Alan Ida. Yeah. Haven't made 50K since 2012. You will drown making that living in NYC. Plus, I own a house now. And I haven't made 50K since, 2007. 2007. It's the last time I made 55K. That's when the job I had. 2008, took back, 2008. I can't go back to that. There's no going back, guys. There's no going back. Not because of my lifestyle. It's because I know where life's going. Okay, guys. I did my little spiel. I said my little high horse. Let's get to the point at hand here. I want to give the dichotomy here about Steve Harvey here, about his business sense. Now let's go into the bad part here. Let's get to the part where we all agree on. We're going to get to the point where we all agree on. We're going to agree on the fact that he don't know shit about relationships and he don't know nothing about, he's caping for these women. All right. So here's the thing, all right. He was on Club Shay Shay, right? I'm not playing the whole 2-hour video. No. Good show. Got you on your own. What we're going to do is we're going to pinpoint on 10 minutes. 10 minutes, so give or take, about the conversation here. Daniel said 98 for me. Yeah. I don't know. Some folks you just know better than to listen to, like Dr. Phil. Oh yeah, Dr. Phil. I mean, he's made a living pandering doing his thing. But but Dr. Phil, I'm not gonna get it. I mean, stop, Ziggy, because if I talk about Dr. Phil, we'll be here for another hour and a half. Gotta catch myself. The problem is because many people can't get past his attitude towards black men at times, blacks in general. That's right, Clifton. Clifton understands it. I'm glad there's a few people that understand it, so I'm not by myself here. Trent's like, what's good, Dave? Always good to see you. Good to see you from you too, Trent. You know, the whole point of this here is that we need to have an open our eyes and open our ears, no matter who the person is. Even if you don't agree with them, just remember, a broken clock is right twice a day. An old term. Ziggy's like, try to trigger your day. I can't be here to midnight. I can't be here to midnight, Ziggy. That's the issue. Likes up, guys. Likes up. Dude need them big wooden teeth stomped out. Let's get into it now. Like I said, I'm only focusing on a certain part of the video here because there's a lot of good gems in this video. Reason why I brought that up because Shannon went back in his to his background, to how he grew up and then how he got on TV and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm saying that is if you guys go back on your own and watch this interview here, there's going to be a lot of good gems in here that he talks about. The problem though is that now we're going to get to the end of the interview and this is where all the fuckery occurred. So let's get to the video here. Let's kick this off here and let's listen to Shannon and Steve give us information here regarding women and men and not needing anything. What we're going to pick it up from is a part when he was going through the Miss Universe pageant, and then it'll lead into that here. Just give you guys some context here. So here we go, guys. Let's get to the video.
And after that, man, like my wife and I, we have 13 villas across the world.
Damn,
that
13
have been given to us as gifts from different countries for being the most honest man on TV.
Wow.
We vacation for free all the time.
Wow.
We can go to villas in 13 countries.
13 countries.
You have a villa access anytime you want it. And then I got a T-Mobile commercial out of the deal, the Super Bowl commercial that year on T-Mobile. I made more money in that one Super Bowl commercial I made in all the damn Miss Universe put together, so.
But now you own a piece of Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss.
Just cash.
So
Miss Universe, Miss Teen, something, Miss
America.
Because when they told me to come back next year, I said I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Because y'all let me eat this bullet by myself. Y'all never.
Before he goes on about him taking the bullet for the Miss Universe pageant, right? 13 villas. He don't gotta pay to go on vacation. Guys, have you noticed that the richer you get, especially these athletes, these entertainers, the more money they get, the less they gotta pay? Of course, he can afford these items. I'm stating the fact that if a man has 13 villas and then he's gonna start talking about some business, I'm gonna listen. We're gonna get into it here. We're about to get to the worst part here. That's what I'm talking about here. A man who has found his way not only through business, resources, and relationships through 13 villas. Now, y'all may say, I don't need no villas, Dave. I'm talking about the business aspect of it. If I hear a millionaire talking, they got something, I'm like, okay, let me hear what he got to say here. How did he get here? Did he steal his way here, or did he work hard to get here? And if he worked hard, how did he work? And then I want to see the relationship he formed, those entities. When I hear that, I'm not gonna be like la 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 because he's a simp, Dave. La 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 la. Man, fuck that shit. Y'all can keep that negative mentality. Yeah, he's a simp. I'm gonna say, don't listen to relationship advice. If he's gonna say, I got this because I did this is here, I'm gonna listen. And then I'm gonna curse him out by talking about these women here, guys. Y'all just be like, la, 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 la. And true. Someone said they got 13. Hey, how'd you get that? I'm curious. I know you work hard, but a lot of people work hard, but it's all about working smarter and not harder. Or if you can work hard and smart at the same time to get everything. Know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Never said he read the teleprompter. The company never came out and said, I'm the director. I told him to say that. Y'all just left me hanging. So I'm not doing this no more. I said, I'm out. I ain't doing it. My lawyer sitting right over there, man. He said, I tell you what, he get ownership or he don't want it. So then they gave me ownership. I went right on back to work, smiling hard as hell.
I'm reason you lost everything.
Hold on. Before I just want to say this one last thing here. Are y'all gonna not listen to a black man who talks about ownership, who's able to negotiate getting a piece of the pie and not being a goddamn employee? I'm gonna hit this on the head until we get to the fuckery here. Are y'all gonna tell me that y'all not gonna listen to somebody who talks about ownership because y'all don't agree with his stance on women? I'm just scared. If a black man says, I found a way to get ownership in a piece of pie or something, I'm be like, oh, how'd that happen? What did you do? How'd you pull that off? Just curious. So many things go into play. I'm just saying, guys, when I hear ownership, only thing I'm gonna turn down is my collar. I ain't turning nothing else down.
Everything twice.
Yeah.
In 2005, you had $1,700 left. This was after Kings of Comedy.
Yeah. Damn.
You got $1,700 after you made what, like $30 million on that tour.
Dog, we made more than that.
And you got $1,700 to your name.
Wow.
What the hell happened to the money?
It's called a divorce.
Ah.
I got jumped on, man. But
hold on now. He's a king of simps now. I'm pausing a lot here. Zick, I said a black man. See, y'all don't be fucking listening. I'm mad as hell. Y'all don't be fucking listening. I said a black man talking about ownership, and you go to fucking Hitler. Zick, come on, you my guy, but that's some bullshit. Y'all don't even fucking listen. I said, if you hear a black man talking about ownership, and y'all gonna be like, la, 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 and then you go say, Hitler believed in ownership too. Is Hitler a fucking black man? Y'all pissing me off right now. I'm telling y'all. Y'all want to live in y'all emotions. Y'all want to live in y'all emotions. Lord have mercy. But what did he say here? How he lost his money at $1,700? A divorce. Now let's get into it now. He's a simp here who's been divorced several times here. And he talks about what he lost in divorce. He's a simp, but he talks about the L's in the divorce. Listen to the losses here, guys. He's simping, but he's talking about his losses. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Listen.
it was even before the divorce.
Right.
Because, not going to say who did it, but they got in cahoots with my financial planner.
Mm-hmm.
And I was writing checks to the government for 7 years.
Right.
Writing tax checks.
Zick, I don't care what you're saying here. I said black man in ownership. You went to Hitler. Y'all don't be listening. Listen. Did I say white person ownership? I say a black man in ownership. Rewind it. I know what I said. I know exactly what I'm about black men having ownership. Like hell, I own my own channel here. You're not gonna see me going on Just Pearly things, and so that she can go ahead and give me 30% of my own channel so that I could be a fucking slave. We're talking about ownership, and a black man talking about ownership here. Not white people, not Hitler.
Checks, signing the tax checks, giving them to turn in. They was keeping them, taking the money out the account like I was paying taxes and keeping it for themselves.
Wow.
When my accountant passed, a lady went in the office and found a box on the floor, and I had 7 years of unpaid taxes.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm thinking I'm even. And then my lawyer said to me, hey, man, you ain't paid taxes in 7 years.
7 years.
Ooh, so you haven't paid in 7 years plus the interest.
Then I had saved some millions, but before I split the assets, she took all of that out the bank, moved it.
Ouch.
The funny thing, I got divorced in November 2005. But then they went on a rampage to destroy me and act like we was in a divorce fight. We were actually just trying to split some assets.
Right.
The divorce was over.
Right.
It was no fight for nothing.
Right.
It was just, let's split the assets. But you took all the assets.
Right.
And I was stuck with this tax bill.
Right.
So I had to pay 7 years of back taxes with interest and get current.
Exactly.
I was in a world of trouble, man. So when I looked up, man, I had $1,700. But that's when I went to New York and signed the contract for syndicated radio. Here come God again, rescuing me. That just gave me a little bit of money. I wasn't making what I make now. I make like 10 mil a year off radio. Back then, you know, because I just wanted to get in the dough.
Right.
And that kept me at least be able to survive.
Right.
And then that was 2005. I reconnected with Marjorie in 2005, right after the divorce.
Before we get into this Marjorie talk, I went back a little bit before because I wanted to talk about the things that Steve Harvey lost. And look what Infrared said. He said, that's why Biggie said, get an attorney to watch your attorney. Steve Harvey's a complex individual who went through so many L's so that you don't got to go through L's, right? I need you guys to look at it with open minds like, look, he talks like a simp so that you don't got to be a simp. We don't got to take this relationship advice. He went broke twice so that we don't got to go broke twice. Hear how he messed up here, made a gang of money and had an accountant and didn't even send the checks off for 7 years because he fell asleep at the wheel. He was just writing checks and then went on his merry way and didn't do his what we call in my line, in my job, is called DD. It's called due diligence, right? He just let his accountant try to handle everything, and next thing you know, he's 7 years behind Uncle Sam here. Guys, you should know better not to even think of letting any kind of idea go 7 years. You should be able to say, hey, I want to see the records and take a look at something right now, not let it go 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's like the equivalent of saying that I ain't taking my car for a tune-up, or I ain't taking my car to the shop because it needs something. You hearing something and you just driving and not doing what you're supposed to do, not doing the maintenance, not doing the upkeep. What the upkeep is doing the checks and balances on the people working for you. And next you know, when your car crashes or your car stops and locks up on you and you say, yo, what the hell happened? When's the last time you put your car in the shop? I haven't put my car in the shop. You see that check engine light on. Why didn't you go check on that when you took it to the shop? I didn't think it was that bad. Same thing here with Steve Harvey. He did not follow up for 7 years. This is the business part that I'm talking about. I need you guys to open your minds because y'all are so far in the hatred of how he gives advice to women here. Y'all not even listen to the gems that's happening here. The man went broke here. So I want to listen to how he got broke and how he got himself out of being broke here. You know, even though he made a gang of money, he had the work to get out of it. So I'm gonna listen to that. Just because he gives bad advice to women, I'm like, oh, la. Wait. You were broke twice and you made more than $30 million and now you made more money than ever? Hold on. Let me listen to this here. Let me see what he's talking about here. You see what I'm saying? But now it's gonna be like, I don't care. He a punk. Hey, man, punk's got info too.
Divorce 2006.
You reconnected. So y'all had dated before?
I dated her in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
dated her in the 80s.
I thought they say love is like a McLaren. Once it goes cold, it can't be reheated.
Your mind ain't go cold.
Man.
Red hot, poker hot, hot tamale hot. I'm talking about Tabasco.
So,
It's just I got in trouble
right,
when we started dating. I became homeless.
right,
Wasn't no cell phone.
right.
I just had a house number. She had a little baby. I figured what I got to offer this woman. I'm in trouble now.
Right,
So I just drove off. We never had an argument or nothing,
right.
you know.
Wow. Why did you continue to believe in love after everything that you've been, like you're telling me you've gone through a divorce and things happened with the taxes and she took half the money, 3/4 of the money. Here I was, thought you were selling your money because you made all this money on Kings of Comedy and you got $1,700 to your name. Why did you believe in love twice? Why did you believe in you could find love again?
Because of my mom and daddy. My mom and daddy was married 64 years. I saw what it looked like.
Right.
I saw what it looked like when it was hard, when it was good. I watched a man honor a woman. I've never seen nobody love nobody like my daddy loved my mom. That boy with that 3rd grade education, my mama taught my daddy how to read and write. I never seen nobody love nobody like Slick Harvey loved Eloise Vera. He'll kill you about her. And he embedded that in me and my 2 brothers. Anybody say anything about your mama, get that ass right there, right then. If you can't get that ass, come to this house, get your brothers, but go back and get that ass. She off limits. Ain't no jokes about your mama, ain't no nothing. That carried me to this day, man.
And you know something here? I can see how Steve moves this way now. When he talks what he talks here, I can understand that. Know why? Because my dad was married to my mom for 6 months shy of 50 years before he passed away. My mom's still here. But my pops, you know, through all of it, he showcased what it was like to be a man. Through the ups and downs, to raising kids, being a grandfather, doing what he's supposed to do, and taking L's, being the patriarch of the family, having wisdom and discernment, you know. And I understand how marriage within the government is a lost cause. See, that's just information that I have. The generation that Steve Harvey comes from is just a little bit, it's like younger than my pops. So their mentality when it comes to relationships is different than how we see it. We have more information. We have the red pill. We see statistics and stats. We know that women are leaving situations here. We know that women are filing divorces on astronomical rates. We understand the divide between the Black community, right? And Steve Harvey's in this bubble who doesn't see that because he's rich. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm saying that I understand because the way he talks reminds me the way that my dad talks. The only difference though is that my dad was as alpha as it gets though. He wasn't about being a punk on these women. But on this aspect here, I can understand the level of indoctrination when you're living in this different era. And then this is how you look at relationships and marriage. But we know it's a losing battle if you don't do your due diligence. If you are going to involve the state, if you don't have prenups, or if you don't have things, or if you don't marry the wrong woman, if you mess with a wrong Western woman, things of that nature. We understand it. I'm stopping this point here because I say that I understand. I understand men this age. It's not right. I'm saying because he's in a bubble. He's insulated to what we see, what we go through, what we deal with modern dating. When you're a millionaire, even if he wasn't married to Marjorie, he ain't got to worry about nothing because his money's going to carry him. He's on TV. He's rich, successful, and famous. I'm saying that I understand because a lot of guys here, and this is a fact here, a lot of guys in my tribe here are not in families where their father was in their lives or seeing long, successful relationships where their parents here. I've talked to many of my fellows, especially in emails, saying that they didn't even know what it's like to see their father in the home in and out of their lives, or the fact that the mom and pops wasn't married, or the case may be. And the fact that I'm seeing this certain dynamic here, right? I understand it. I don't agree with him. I'm just saying there's a level of what's the word I want to use? There's a level of maturity when even you don't agree with something, you're able to understand and then try to discern the information, then try to break it down. You know, Steve Harvey has not evolved when it comes to women. He hasn't, Lorenzo. He hasn't evolved. I'm talking about, I understand what he talked about when it comes to that love aspect and that marriage. When you have a strong dynamic of a parents that's been married for over 60 years, for me, 50 years, then there's a level of indoctrination when it comes to relationships. And then, of course, you go back to when he grew up in the 60s, there's a whole level of indoctrination, right? Rod's like, my parents have been married for 48 years. So, Rod, you understand what I'm talking about here. See, I don't know if the people in my tribe can understand this level if you don't have parents married for almost 50 years, especially in the Black community. Some of us have it, but I know a lot of y'all don't. Majid's like, Dave, my great-grandparents were married for 60 plus years. That's a blessing, Majid. That's a fucking blessing. Your great-grandparents were together that long. That's a blessing. We don't see that today. I'm just saying that when you understand that, and when you understand that level of thought process, and then when we understand what's going on today, that makes us smarter men. That's why I keep saying, don't throw it on him all the way. Listen to what he's saying. And then when I can understand, it's like, I know why he moves the way he moves now. The difference, though, is that we have the red pill. He doesn't. He has millions of dollars. Big difference. Let's continue.
You can't say nothing about Elosville Harvey. She off limits, man. We ain't playing them games.
Right.
You start that your mama shit up at the school, we finna fight. When they would suspend me for fighting, my daddy said, what was you fighting for? I said, he said something about mama. He said, okay.
He embedded that like, okay.
That's dope, EJ.
How he felt about your mother, his wife, you carried that with your...
I just saw it, man. I went, wow, that's how you do it? And so
you never had that
it.
before. In all your relationships before in the marriages, you never had that. What he had with your mom, you never had that.
My first marriage, I got married when I was 24. I wasn't the man
Do you get it now? You heard Shannon Sharpe said? Steve doesn't have the red pill. He was raised seeing his mother and father for 60 years. Steve is chasing that love that his parents have, and then he has not been able to live up to that. Whether mistakes on his end, mistakes on the others, the women's that he's been picking out have been. He has been searching for something that we know, and just like Majid just said here, those type of women we don't see exist today. When it comes to Western women, there's only a small finite number, you know? So he is chasing, the way he talks, the way he moves, he is chasing something that technically doesn't exist anymore. A time period in life where women were women and men were men, when women understood gender roles and men understood their gender roles. A period in time where that men and women, especially in the Black community, know that we needed each other. We were better together and not apart. That's the problem here with Steve Harvey. He is searching. Well, he's with Marjorie now, so I'm saying searching, but he was searching, and the reason why he's moving with Marjorie now is because he wants the exact same thing that his parents had. It makes sense now. It makes sense. Still don't co-sign what he's saying, but it makes sense. To have that level of understanding, to understand somebody and to see how they're moving, and you can see why they give the advice that they give. Let's get back into it. What's going on, Thomas?
My daddy was.
Okay.
I was trying to do something he was doing and I ain't had equipment for it.
Okay.
I ain't know how to problem solve, navigate, negotiate. Right. I didn't know how to shut up in the argument.
Right.
I was just losing arguments because I kept them going.
Right.
I messed that up. The second one.
Before you get into that, did y'all catch that? The first marriage, he was married at 24 and he didn't know how to handle it. He was arguing just to be arguing. He did not know how to be a man. See, this is what I'm talking about, but not throwing the baby out the bathwater. When I hear that, you know what I hear? I have said in my streams and in my videos all the time, and I get this from Kevin Samuels. I took this and I lived that and didn't realize it. Men between 18 and 30 should not even thinking about marriage. His first marriage was doomed to fail because he admitted he wasn't ready for it. He wasn't a man enough for it yet. He didn't have that thinking to hold a household down. He didn't have his act together. He wasn't the Steve Harvey successful man he was then. He was just a nobody. He'll tell you he was a loser back then. He was a loser. He didn't understand his place. He didn't know how to take care of a family. And this is what I'm talking about here. It's about listening to people if you don't agree with them. Guys, anybody, I have a nice little small segment of guys who are under 30 years old. And I tell you, you shouldn't think about no marriage. You should not think about any kind of marriage right now. This is your squire years between 18 to 30, where you learn to build yourself up. You learn about yourself. You learn about your body. You start growing and maturing. You start taking more L's than when you're taking lumps. Take your lumps and L's when you're single and you're young, not when you're married. You got to be, people are dependable on you. See, if people are dependable on you and you're taking L's, that is a whole world of hurt here. So I'm saying, I'm listening to this here saying that, hey, this is good advice here where you realize that not, because nobody, no man, I don't care I don't care how good the woman you got, guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain scenarios that might be the exception to the rule, but if you 24 years old, you shouldn't be thinking about walking into that damn engagement ring shop. See, I hear that. I'm saying, guys, 24, don't get married because you ain't ready. You ain't no man yet. I know the 24-year-old version of me was not a man, even though I was a man and I had hair on my nuts. But I couldn't take care of a family. I probably could push the shove, but I wasn't ready, and I probably been divorced early. You know what I'm saying? Infrared in my 20s at that, couldn't marry a woman and honor that forever, going through that ish. Exactly. Lorenzo says no marriage for men under 35. Thank you, Lorenzo. I'm saying 18 to 30 shouldn't even be a thought process. But you're right, Lorenzo. 35 should be the earliest that a man should think about marriage. The earliest. 24 was when I got engaged. 29, I got red pilled. Damn, Ziggy. 5 years. Woof. That's a huge gap, man. That's a huge gap. Let's continue.
Yeah. That one right there, dog. That's just.
Bro, I got married 27.
Need another drink. I just said I don't do two, but you got me in here now. You got me in here deep, Shannon.
Oh, so okay. The second one, obviously that was the worst one. Normally, after a really, really bad traumatic experience, you're like, I'm done with this. It ain't for me.
I was. Let me tell you something, man. When I got divorced in 2005, I was living in Trump Towers in New York.
Right.
On 48th and 1st.
Yeah.
I said, after that, this is what I'm finna do. I had learned about private jet travel and stuff by then. Even though I ain't had no money, I just signed this other contract trying to get back from that 1700. I said, I'm gonna put bus schedules on my walls. I'm gonna have arrival and departure times.
Right.
That's how many women I'm finna roll up in here in 60B. Bus schedules, arrival and departure times. I'm finna roll them up in here on a continuous basis. I'm finna live my best life. God said, no, you ain't.
Oh, I was gonna say, you about to be Nick Cannon before Nick Cannon did.
Oh, Lord.
Nick is different.
Nick is different.
I know where the drugstore at.
Oh, damn, Steve.
So you was like, okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say sorry, Nick.
You said, okay.
Nick, I don't know where that came from, Nick. I swear to God. It's a Kevin Hart prank. I didn't mean to say that. I don't even know. Did I just say I know where the drugstore is?
What's going on, Rhino?
You said that.
I don't even know where that came from, man. See, that's that gift that just fired off.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was the plan.
How did you and Marjorie reconnect?
Okay, here we
God
go.
said, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not finna do that. You finna get yourself together. Now, you done lost everything twice. You want to do it again? You want to do it again, or you want to see what I got for you?
You like a cat, Steve.
The day after.
Okay, guys. You know, I tell you guys, I don't watch all videos. I skim them. I had to watch this because how could I dissect this kind of video by going blind on this one? I had to watch this. Now, this part of the video, I agree and don't agree with Steve Harvey at the same time. What he's going to say off the rip about getting married for a third time here right now, I'm telling you guys, I don't agree with this here. If you went down this avenue 2 times already, fellas, and 3 times is not a charm. Don't even get to the 3 strikes and you're out. If you go and get to the second marriage and it don't work out, I say don't get married again. But there is some information here that when you're involved with somebody that I do agree with, but the way that he went about it. So let's play here now. I'm going to say that I don't agree with the timing of the situation because of what we got here. But there is something to take from it as well. Hence why I say that you can extrapolate things from the person who you don't agree with, and you can take the information and say, okay, I don't agree with this here, but rock with this here. Because this is good. This is good gold here. Before I move on here, shout out to my man Terrence with the $2 holla. Turn the chat blue here saying, you are doing an excellent job tonight, Dave. Thanks, Terrence. Thanks, man. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate you. Sometimes we got to switch it up at times, guys. We got to switch it up. I know I can be away at times. You guys know my position, but there are other positions that I hold that is all about uplifting. It's all about getting to where we need to go to here. It's all about not being closed off. There's certain things we can take and there's certain things we can throw away. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do what I can do here, man. I appreciate it, you know? But thank you again, Terrence. So this part here I'm going to play here, there's parts I don't agree with, hardcore, but there's parts I do with here. So let's play here now. Let's get it going here.
After my divorce, I went to Vegas.
Okay.
I'm gambling. My bodyguard Boomerang on the phone talking to this girl named Sharon in Memphis. He asked about Marjorie. He said, Marjorie doing pretty good now? And I hadn't talked to her in years.
Right.
Boom tapped me on my shoulder and said, hey man, I got a phone call.
Now?
I said, dog, I'm gambling. You know, I'm talking to nobody. He said, no, dog, you need to take this phone call. So I thought something was wrong. So I got her from the roulette table. I said, hello. She said, boy, what you want? I said, Marjorie? She said, yeah. So I just said, so how your punk ass husband doing? That's the first thing I said.
Dirty Mac.
Because he's a punk ass dude to me.
Dirty Mac.
I still hold strong to that one.
Dirty
I've
Mac.
never retracted that statement.
Okay.
I said, how your punk ass husband?
Y'all know how I feel about Dirty Mackin. I know the situation. I'm gonna play here, but we already know the situation with Steve here. Steve, we already know. Yeah, we can throw all the simping. Yeah, we know he Dirty Mackin. Hey, Shannon Sharpe be Dirty Mackin too. Hey, paying for divorces and stuff like that, man. So, who's this calling me? Hold on. Let me put you guys on mute 1 second. Let me take this call one fast. Hold on. That was my main man, Jorge. Nah, Zick, it wasn't Marjorie calling. I ain't Dirty Mackin. Hey, come on, stop playing. That's my man, Jorge. My man I went to Vegas with, man. Shout out to my man, Jorge. Big diehard boxing fan. Me and him were in the building together when we were talking about Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. He's my co-sign. He's my witness. He's the one who was there. We were kicking it in Vegas, man. So, yeah, shout out to my man, Jorge, man. I gotta holler at him. My man working hard in these streets, man. My man working hard. He grinding. Hey. But before I move on here, shout out to my man Zick coming in with the $19.99. Brother, you know we do. We can upgrade the penny. Give you the $20 holla. Turn the chat orange here. Hey, Zick ain't got no questions or comments. My man is here for the straight love of the game. Hey, Zick. Brother, salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate you. Zick is the leading sponsor now, as far as the highest one here, dropping that 20 dog on us, man. I hope you appreciate it. This is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. You know, I hold my man accountable. Even if I rock with you, I'm going to hold you to the torch here, man, guys. But I hope y'all enjoying the stream, man. And thank you, Zick, for coming through. You know what I'm saying, guys? Not everything's going to be a peaches and cream stream. We got to hold each other up, guys. We got to hold each other accountable. We got to be listening and be understanding and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But thank you, Zick. Thank you. Coming through, man. Blessing your boy, man. Blessing the kid. Thank you, man. Thank you. Zick's like it's Marjorie calling here. I saw this here. Nah, man. Stop it. You gave me the 20 dog and didn't want to put that on me. Yeah, Lorenzo, he just got out of jail. Hey, there's actually an interview with Marjorie's ex-husband on YouTube. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw a clip of it, you know? Renee's like, Dave's ex call. Nah, Renee, stop playing with me, brother. Stop playing with me, man. Ain't no ex calling me, man. All right, guys. I stopped it because that's the Dirty Mac and Steve Harvey going in. How's your punk ass husband doing? Hey, man, guys. Hey, as we move on here, this is the part where we say you don't deal with single mothers or baby mamas. Like, she had a kid back when they were young, and he was like, how can I deal with her when I ain't got no job? You see the mentality here? He wanted to be a stepdaddy back then. Like, she had a kid when they were young and like fresh out of high school, the case may be. And since he was a broke and a bum, he was like, I can't be no stepdaddy because what can I bring to the table when she got a baby? He been simping for Marjorie for 30 years plus. Guys, I don't know if there's any woman in any of y'all lives that there's a woman in your past that you may have lost. Like, I don't know if y'all had that one girl that's like, yo, man, you had that good girl that you let get away. You messed up. You was doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You was out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Or you weren't doing what you're supposed to do and she got away. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Steve and Marjorie. She was that girl that got away, but even though she had a kid, he didn't care. My man, it didn't matter if she had 1, 2 kids. Steve was just lusting over old girl, man. So that's another thing that I know. I don't know how y'all move, but I've never been in a situation where there's some girl in my past and 30 years later, even though she may still look good for her age, like, I still got to have that. I mean, we think differently now because once a woman gets to a certain age, if I don't lock it down through marriage, once you get to the 40s, it's a wrap. We got to go back to the 20s. We got to rewind the clock here because we can't go girls that old. I'm just saying. What's going on, Cold Fusion? Cold Fusion in the building. He pretty much been okay. Yeah. So let's get back to the video now. Let's hear some more about this dirty macking.
Husband doing, because I had heard she had got married.
Right.
She said, boy, I've been divorced 3 years.
Uh-oh. Light bulb go off? You start smiling?
I'm talking about, man, like a head, like a halogen light bulb, and they hadn't even been invented then. Ding! I ended up going to Memphis, met her for lunch. She told me about a divorce. I said, I'm divorced too. She said, boy, shut up lying. Because it hadn't went public.
Right.
And she said, shut up, I know you got married again. And I said, no. She didn't really believe it. It took me 2 weeks to convince her. We talked on the phone that New Year's Eve. She was in Hawaii with her kids. I'm on the phone with her all night, man. Just remembering stuff. Hadn't seen her. In Valentine's Day, 2006, she came to New York. That was it, dog.
She ain't left your side since?
No. And God said, that arrival and departure sign, you're going to take that down off the wall.
Wow.
I showed it to you one time. You didn't get it then. And after her, man, I mean, really, you look at my career and my life after her, it's just been a rocket shot.
You credit her for everything that we see Steve Harvey sitting here today. You credit her for that. The man that you became, the way you dress, the way you talk, the things that you have going on great in your life. You said, that woman over there?
Because I know what it is. Now, a lot of dudes won't do that. And I understand that. You want to get your shine on, you this and you that. Yeah, but I was that before, and I wasn't this or that.
Right.
I was a comedian before.
Right.
I was a TV star before. So you tell me what the difference is. It got to be her.
Right.
Because for the first time, man, I had peace at my house. Oh. When you got peace at the crib, dog, you can plug in your battery pack and get rejuvenated to go out here and deal with the rest of this shit you got to go deal with.
Right.
Because hey man, them folks out there, they not finna change. Mm-mm. Racism out there.
Right.
It's on TV, it's on the internet, it's alive and well. She would give me the juice and the charge I needed to go back out there. She encouraged me. She told me I was something when I felt bad. She gave me but we was at the house laughing, having a good time, man. Mm-hmm. If you look at since 2000, we got married in 2007. If you look at from 2007, I got Family Feud in 2009. Mm-hmm. The book came out 2009. Miss Universe after that. The talk show after that. Little Big Shots after that. The Judge show. The radio show got big after that. 4 books later, the movie came out, Think Like a Man. All this after that. What else is it?
Okay, I want to pause this part here. I let that cook. I let that cook for a reason. Because I want to make 2 points on that. I'm gonna make 2 major points on this here. Before I do, shout out to Nutritionist Life coming in. Turn the chat orange here with the $25 holla. You are now the leading sponsor for today's show. Talking about first donation. I rock with you, Dave. Oh my God. That's how you come in on the first. Hey, Nutrition. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I'm going to call you NIL. Like the NIL rule? Because your name is Nutritionist Life. So I got to do acronyms because, you know, people got long names in here. I'm calling you the NIL like the rule for college players, right? I appreciate you, man. It's your first one. Thank you, man. Your boy is blessed. Your boy is humbled. Man, if you rocking with me, man, that's what's up, man. Hey, I know I'm not perfect, but I try to give the best that I can give to you guys here. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can do to y'all, man. I know I'm not perfect, but one thing I'm going to be is consistent. I'm going to be consistent and give y'all the best I can do for as long as I can do it. So thank you, NIL, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. He said set NIL. Yep. That's you the rule now, man. You the rule. You the college rule now. NIL. That's what's up, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate it. So I got 2 points here that I want to state here. And I can see the thinking here, the logic here. First point is, it's still a continuation of, I just find it really crazy that someone from your past, even though if you had strong feelings for them, you know, like in high school or first love, you know, I guess, man, love works differently through certain people, honestly, you know, because there is nobody in my life that I've dated. Now, I've had hard crushes. I have fallen hard. I've had serious relationships, you know, girls who I thought I should have been married. And of course, it didn't happen, things of that nature. Your boy was blue pill. Your boy was out here just struggling, right? So I just know, put myself in a situation, thinking about the women in my past here, I don't have anybody, even how strongly I may have felt about them. And I know that I was in the wrong in some of these relationships. And I said, if I would have done right, I probably might be still with some of these girls. You know, not some of them, you know what I'm saying though, like one, or if that didn't happen, this could have happened to long term or, you know, other situations, right? But now, even at today, right now, if I had the opportunity and be like, it doesn't move that way. You know, once there's enough gap, it's a wrap for me. That's just the way my mind works. So it's I see how Steve, he's always been in love with Marjorie. So it's one of those things, situations like, I guess she was that one. She was his unicorn, right? So that's one point I'm saying. I hear him, but I can't go there. Me as a man just can't, you know, from the past, if I never had her, and it'd be like, yo, I want it. It doesn't matter. It'll just be a love situation. It'll just be about just busting her back open and not really about love. And then if it's just come to that animalistic nature, I'm not trying to get down with that. You know what I mean? So that's the part that I don't, you know, I understand it because I know guys like that, but that's just not the way I roll. Part number 2. When he said that after he got married in 2007 and all these good things were happening, and then he was saying how when you come home and you have that peace at home. Now, this is the part I'm saying that this is where he's not wrong, because this is some of the same wording that Kevin Samuels should talk about when we're looking for a woman. If we are interested in getting married or we're looking for a significant other, how we want a woman who is fit, feminine, and friendly, right? We're not looking for someone who believes in feminism. We're looking for traditional women, not modern women, not independent women. So that when you come home to, she's your peace of mind. You're not coming home and she's nagging at you. Yeah, like a girl talking yesterday. Remember when I was going in yesterday and the way she talked, she sounded like a vibrator / like lawnmower. Yeah, right? Imagine coming home to that girl. Ain't no peace in that here. But guys, what do we want more than anything when it comes to our woman outside of glazing buns? We want her to be feminine and cooperative and to be our peace. Because when we're out there in them streets, when we're out there fighting the world, we're out there trying to grind, we're out there working, we're establishing ourselves in our career, we're fighting those battles, we're fighting those wars, we're dealing with unscrupulous people, we're dealing with people we don't even know, and they're just trying to tear us down. So when we come home, your domicile, you want that to be your peace. You want to be comfortable. You want to be able to relax. Oh, my hair, I want to be able to lay my hair down. And if your woman is your peace, if your woman is feminine, if your woman is cooking for you, providing for you, and she's nice to you, and and she cares about you, she's taking care of the household, she's taking care of the kids. Now, we can say that Steve Harvey's a simp. He's a simp, apparently, who found his peace. I wish he wouldn't give advice on this part here, but this is the part that he's correct on about wanting peace. And so once he got peace at home and he didn't have those other two bangy ex-wives taking his money and running him down, or when he was going through his whole phase and being a player and have his departure and arrival signs at the front door here where girls are just coming in and out and he's just running through them. Guys, it's cool to have your phase and to get it in. Just remember though, when you having that phase, you are throwing so much of your energy into all these different women that you can't be truly focused. You're not truly on yours if you are just running the game and just running in and out. So the point I'm saying though is that I can understand this point here because once a certain particular woman came in my life, my credit was effed up. And when things started going on, I said to myself, I can't think about anything serious with this woman until I get my ish together. I'm not saying that she is the reason that I am the way I am today. I'm saying that she was the piece and motivation that helped me get there because I know I wanted to be and I am a provider. So when you find a woman who is peaceful, you don't mind going to bat for that woman. You don't mind doing what you want to do here. She actually, whether she say anything or not, she is an encouragement for you to go out there because you want to build your legacy at home. So on that standpoint, I understand what Steve is saying because as men, that is what all of us strive for when it comes to women, even though a lot of us not going to find because we know how a lot of women are moving. She was there from at the finish line. Yeah, she was, Renee. She was there at the finish line. But the point I'm saying, though, is that he wasn't technically at the finish line at this point here. When he met Marjorie in 2005, he was going through a second divorce. Remember what he said? He had $1,700 in his pocket and was going through 7 years of not paying the IRS. So getting with her, he was going to start working. He was going to pay it off. I'm saying that, fellas, talk to a man who's had a successful relationship. It ain't too many of them. It ain't too many of us, right? But when you got a woman who is a pillar to your side that helps you, give you that motivation factor, you're doing all the hard work. Trust me, best believe. I know you fellas put in the grind and you're 10 toes down, you in the mud, but it helps out when that woman is there and she's not acting like a modern woman. She's not acting like a banshee. She is not moving like an independent woman. She is moving, in fact, like, I'm on your team, bae. I'm rocking with you. So I know Steve Harvey's way it is. I'm saying extrapolate the words, what he's saying here. And these are the things that Kevin Samuels talked about. I'm not saying that's what Steve is, but finding a woman who is our peace, not just because she got a fat ass, fellas, or she got that mouth do. You know what she do with that mouth do. So just want to break that part here because I know how fellows who are top flight, whether you're Henrys, high earners, not rich yet, high value men, you're above average. I know you got to get there and you doing what you got to do here. A lot of times though, fellas, a lot of y'all don't want to hear it. Sometimes there's a woman there who just helps you, just give you just that extra motivation. Sometimes for the bad. A lot of times for the bad. But when it's for the right reasons, you can really see a man really go for it all. Steve lost his money. His means to make money didn't go anywhere. It adds that he doesn't understand. No, Zick. Here's the thing, though. Look up how much in the hole Steve Harvey was. He was going to jail. Y'all don't know how much in the hole. Wesley Snipes went to jail because he didn't have Steve Harvey's work ethic. Nicolas Cage didn't go to jail because he took the Steve Harvey route. Nicolas Cage, he didn't file for pay. Steve Harvey took every single job that he could take to pay the tax bill. It wasn't this interview. I saw from another interview, and he explained in detail that when he worked out his payment plan and when he told the government how he was working, he couldn't miss not one payment, Zick. If he missed one payment through the structure plan, he was going to fucking jail. So I understand it. He is a successful man. He was an established comedian, but he is not exempt from going to jail because that's one thing we can't run from is death and taxes, and Uncle Sam's gonna get his or the Grim Reaper's gonna get his. Either or, guys. So the point I'm saying is that yes, he's established, but how many guys who ain't paid the taxes took they black ass to jail? You know what I'm saying? So yes, he had the means to pay it off, but the man had to take all those. Remember he said he had 12 jobs? He took all 12 of those jobs, all these TV gigs, doing stand-up comedy on the weekends so he can pay the IRS, man. See, y'all want to miss out certain things because y'all maybe don't know everything, right? I'm not here trying to be a Steve Harvey caper. My thing is I'm putting all the cards on the table. So Steve Harvey was out here like Joe Louis. Yeah, he was infrared. He was broke as hell. I don't know if you came in late on there. He did not pay taxes for 7 years. Think about that here. The Kings of Comedy, when Shannon Sharpe said, you made 30 million. I made more than that. On the bare minimum, if you made $30 million, how much is Uncle Sam getting out of that? That's the next tax bracket. You know, it took Steve Harvey years to pay the millions back to the IRS. He didn't owe thousands. He owed millions. So the point that I'm saying here is that the right motivation can help a man get to where he's at. The wrong motivation can bring a man down. Yes, he had the means. He said it. Yes, he's Steve Harvey, comedian, but the right person behind your back, whether she was there at the finish line or not, whatever the case may be. Guys, some of y'all may get y'all woman at the finish line. You know, you already established you was right there, and then she came to the picture. That happens. But did she help you get over the finish line? Did she help you get over the hump? Whether she realized it or not. Was she some motivation? I just want you guys to listen to that. Don't be closed-minded. Hey, before I move on here, I gotta get to the supers. I got and Cash Apps too. Shout out to Majid with the $3 Cash App coming through here. Says, I rock with you. Thank you, Majid. I'm going for the Cash Apps now. Hey, Majid, first thing first. Salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate it. On the content. You know what? Hey, we're men. We can talk like this. We can be hard on each other and still rock with each other. There's no animosity, Majid. It's all good. This is how we rock. This is how men talk. If we were women, oh my God, how can you say it to me? You're so mean. I'm done supporting and watching you on the opposite end. Who the hell are you? F you, blah, 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 blah. You know? No, we ain't women. We men. This is how men talk. This is how we dialogue. I rock and respect you too, man. Thank you for the $3 Cash App, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. What's going on, Black is Night? He said Chris Tucker also owed IRS. Hell yeah. Why you think Chris Tucker is doing stand-up again, guys? If you guys have seen Chris Tucker do stand-up the last 5 years, it's because he owes Uncle Sam. He wasn't trying to go back on the road. He was chilling, living his best life. At one point, he was chilling with Michael Jackson. Chris Tucker went from making Friday movies to hanging with Michael Jackson. You think he want to go on the road and do some stand-up comedy? Hell no. He got to pay Uncle Sam, baby. He got to pay Uncle Sam. You know what I mean? So let's get on. Let's see here. What's the next Cash App? We got another Cash App here. Shout out to my man Thomas Dotson with the $2 holla. Hey, no questions or comments. My man's here with a straight love of the game in the Cash App. My man Thomas in the building. Hey, Thomas, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate it. Other content creators been so in love, man. Thank you, man. Y'all showing love in the Cash App game. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's all good, man. It's all good. I love y'all. Love y'all. This is a tough conversation at times. Let's get to the next super here. Shout out to my man Squeeze Kid with the $4.99, the $5 holla. Turn the chat green here saying, listen to radio with TD&D, whole, what was that? Paint my interior upper level. Great topic tonight, TD&D. That's what's up, man. You still painting? Okay. That's what's up, brother. Get it in, man. Salud, man. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate other content creators showing love, man. I'm glad you got that painting done. I hate painting. My very first job was Menards, and I worked in the floor and wall department for 4 years. So my first job had to deal with nothing but painting and mixing paints and carpet, stuff like that. So that's a hard job, man. That's why I don't paint no more. Shout out to you, man. Thank you again, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. You know, and shout out to my man, Nutritionist Life. NIL's back again with the $25 holla again. Hey, not only are you the leading sponsor today, you the leading one here because you dropped the 50 bird today, man. Let's see what you got here. Turn the chat on. Say shout outs to the women who are traditional, peaceful, and feminine. To the women who stand 10 toes down, masculine, and know their worth. Exactly, NIL. Exactly. Hey, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate other content creators showing love, man. Hey, man. There is traditional women out here, guys. It's not that many states that are out here. I understand if you got to get your passport and go somewhere else to find them, but they're still here. If there was no traditional women, like I told y'all earlier, I'd tell y'all get the Jergens Vaseline, get y'all left hand and go to work, baby. Or depending on how it goes, if you got to use your right hand, go to work, baby. You know what I'm saying? If there was no traditional women out here, if they were all gone, I'm like, hey guys, it's gonna be a rough one for us here. But there's some out here, guys, and shout you out, NIL. I appreciate you, man. You showing mad love, man. You must got your income tax check, or you got paid yesterday because it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Hey, Derek, that's your Cleveland squad, right? I haven't seen Derek in a while. That's Cleveland for you. But he's like, we pay taxes, but what about reparations? Oh, man, that's a whole other conversation. I can't do the reparations right now. Anytime I hear someone on IRS, I think about Joe Lewis. Hey, man, I don't know if you saw us infrared. When you say that, there's a damn good documentary on HBO a long time ago about Joe Lewis. And there's a huge segment about him and not paying his taxes and how bad he was doing to pay Uncle Sam off. And then the whole topic was how he was a pillar for the American government and how he was a symbol when he went to fight for Uncle Sam and things of that nature. And when it hit the worst, man, they just left him destitute with that bill, baby. It's a damn good documentary, man. I don't know if you've seen that HBO one, but Joe Lewis, if y'all ain't seen it, I don't know the exact name, but just Google it, Joe Lewis and the HBO documentary. It is fantastic, and at the same time, it's sad. Derek's like, I'm here, Dave, just listening. Yeah, man, you just listening, just Cleveland L. It's all good, man. All right, guys, let's get back into the video here. We're going to get into a little bit more here. We're almost at the end here, but we're getting to the point where y'all waiting for here. So, let's get to it.
I just locked in with this chick, man, and she gave me a lot of good advice, man. She made me see things in a different way. And it was her, man, and it's okay, man. It's people don't want to do that. Now, I know they tired of hearing me saying, but what you want me to say? Shit, I ain't got nothing else for you. Shit, it wasn't just all me.
Right.
She gave me the mindset to be me. And that's crazy, man. It's like there's a dude named Nuri Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had my phone, man. You could hear what this dude said about relationships. It's the coldest thing. He said, other than your relationship with God, who you choose to spend the rest of your life with is the single most important decision you will ever make.
That's actually
because your other half will either your other half will be your better half or make you half of what you could be. She will either inspire you to greatness or reduce you to mediocrity.
That's a fact, fellas.
And then he went on to talk about, he quoted Minister Louis Farrakhan, and then at the end of it, he said, so choose wisely.
Choose wisely, fellas.
And that was the first time, man, that I'd ever chose wisely. And it was the best thing, because a woman like an elevator button, man, it can take you up or down.
That's a fact.
If you get the right one, you got something. If you get the wrong one, but it's like a man to a woman. If you get the right man, you can go somewhere. Right. You get the wrong man, you off. Like I heard you say.
Before he goes in, I'm gonna let it play. That's a fact, fellas. Take Steve Harvey out of it here. Hey, you picked the wrong one, hit the elevator button, she taking your ass down. You pick the right button, you right one, hit the elevator button, you going to the penthouse, y'all. That's a fact, man. Pick right. The women you pick to be your wife will either elevate you or destroy you, period. Exactly, Infrared. That elevator analogy is a fact. You hit that button and you go into the basement, or you hit the button and she goes into the penthouse. She can take you down or bring you up. Remember that, fellas. Remember that. Even if you're not getting married, just who you're spending time with, your energy being diverted. It can bring you down or take you up. Let's go.
You say one time, well, I was laughing so hard. You said you paid for a divorce.
Yeah, he did.
I said, this dude right here was committed.
Lord have mercy.
I want people to say she was getting a divorce already. I didn't break the home up.
I don't
because
give a damn.
Because you know how people take it and run with it.
Yeah.
She was getting a divorce.
And here go the money.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
I'm trying to invest in my future.
Right.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today.
No, Steve,
these young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your...
Here's the part here where everything I said about Steve Harvey and all the good points, and we take that. Here's the part where we got to crucify him. Here's the part where y'all can come out. Everybody who's ninja watching, everybody who's quiet because y'all was worried about I was going to yell at y'all and tell me I'm scolding and things of that nature. Now you can come back from y'all ninja watching and get on him. Talking about she could make another you. They're already doing that. It's called baby mama. And they single. And they're not getting married, Steve. You go ahead and put this line out here saying about what do you bring to the table? What is she bringing to the table? You just said you picked the wrong woman and she can take you to the basement. If you pick the right one, you can go to the top floor. So you just spoke out of both sides of your mouth right now. You gave a damn good illustration. And then you're going to come back and say, well, what is she bringing? She don't got to do nothing. See, guys, this is where we can break him down now, but at the same time, though, y'all can say, Dave's back online now. Dave's back on our side. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Steve's wrong here. He's wrong. He has no... This is the part now where he's being triggered to get back into his TV show where he got 95% women watching him, and he got to say, you girl, yuck, yuck. Yeah, what he got to bring to the table, yuck, yuck. Hey, come on, man. Why did he never have a baby with her? Well, Margie's already old, Del. He got with Margie, and she was already in her late 40s already, right? She was already in her 50s. So I don't think he's trying to make no baby with someone in their 50s. I don't think, on top of that too, Del, I don't know if she had many eggs left when she got with Steve, because they got married in 2007, right? I'm curious here. How old is Marjorie? We can find out how old she was when they got married. Hold on. Whoops. How old is Marjorie? If y'all get it before me, because Steve is 66 now. Steve is 66. And Marjorie is, hold on. Yeah, they got married in 2007. I don't see how old Marjorie is. If y'all know, she's 68. Well, that tells it to you right there. She's 68. They got together 16 years ago. So she was in her early 50s. She looks young. I'll say this, Del, right? She's attractive for a woman her age. For a woman her age, she is very attractive. I give it to her on that. Ain't something that's I want, you know what I'm saying? But she's kept herself up and she's maintained herself. And it kind of helps that Steve Harvey got money where that she dressed herself in a very appealing manner where she dressing like her daughter, basically. But take away the clothes, you know. She's 58, actually. Okay. Well, if she was 58, if she's actually 58, thank you, Jabril. If she's actually 58, that means that they got married when she was 42. I don't know about you, but I don't know how many 42-year-olds trying to have any babies. You know what I'm saying? And Steve Harvey already been married 3 times already and got kids that he didn't take care of when he was younger. So at that point in the game, I don't think he's trying to raise any more young little whippersnappers. So either way, if she's 42 or 52 years old, I don't think that Marty is trying to have any babies at that age. You know what I mean? Because that was 16 years ago they got married. You know, so yeah. But this is the part here where Steve is off. Because think about it. In your same logic, Steve, what do you bring to the table? You're Steve Harvey. Marjorie Harvey now, of course, is your wife. Before that, though, she's a divorcee, single mom. So you were the prize. She helped you get to the next level, but you were established. She was the cleanup woman that helps you, clean up your mess. You're going through all these problems here. And it's good that you found a woman that you say you love and she's been your peace. But what did Marjorie bring to the table? Because you were Steve Harvey. You're part of Kings of Comedy Tour. You got all these damn TV shows. She may have helped in the end, but you were already Steve Harvey, established 50-plus-year-old comedian. So for all the things I said here, this is the part where I'd be like, nah, Steve, we don't rock with you. This is so wrong here. Talking about what do guys bring to the table? What did you bring to the table, Steve? You brought, even though she helps you because y'all married now, you can say, I brought 13 villas. We fly around the world because of me and my career. We can live anywhere because I'm funny as hell. So this is the part here where I'm saying here in the beginning part of the video, I said, you can listen to Steve. This is the part where I say, I don't agree with him and we can disagree here now. I don't rock with this here. Let's continue.
Your job. What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to,
right,
okay, if you don't, how that's working? How that's working.
Okay, Steve.
Who don't need no man?
Yeah, Steve.
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Right, Shannon.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
If somebody could get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? I tell you what.
I wish Steve would have the same energy towards men. This is where Shannon gave the pushback because he was like, what about women? I'm independent. I don't need no man. See, Shannon did that on purpose. You see, Shannon's a simp too. Shannon paid for a divorce here. And Steve was like, well, he was investing in his future. Come on, Shannon wasn't trying to get married. Shannon just went ahead and got the bread. He's a millionaire. Dropping a couple of $1,000 on a divorce is nothing for him to guarantee a piece of that ass. Here's what I talk about, guys. With guys with money, they will use their wallet to get through the BS. Y'all have heard me say that though, right? And so that's what Shannon was doing here, which I don't agree with. It's one thing you use your money. It's like, hey girl, I'm established. I got this here. I ain't trying to throw you no game, no BS here. This the kind of man you want to rock with me. You want to rock with you don't, you go. I ain't here for the games. I understand if you're going to leave your wallet that way when you're throwing game out there. He was leaving with wallets like, you getting divorced anyway. I'll go ahead and take care of that for you. Did Shannon marry that woman? No, he didn't. He paid for the divorce to get that ass. That's a GTD situation there. Got the draws to pay for the divorce. Come on, guys. Come on, Shannon, stop it here. But I like what Shannon did here. He was pushing back on Steve. So what about these independent women? And Steve was right saying that, how you a woman say you don't need no man? But here's the problem. Steve does not carry the same energy talking about this about women for a continuous length of time. Yes, he will go ahead and say, yeah, who are you a woman saying you don't need no man, right? He will go do that. How long will this diatribe last for? 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to come right back to the men, and he's going to be dogging and dissing the men. He has a clear scope here of who his audience is based is, and it's women. Yes, he'll call out women down there. You can't be independent. You need a man. But after that, then what are you doing, guys? You're supposed to take care of a woman. You're supposed to provide. You got to do this. You got to simp. You got to do X, Y, and Z. And so this is where we got to say, nah, Steve. Nah, calm down, brother. If you're going to have the same vitriol for men, you got to have the same for women, and he doesn't, and he's a hypocrite, just like Lou said in the chat here. Very big hypocrite here in this stance here. That's why you got to listen to people so you know where they stand, because if you hear every single word they talk about, then you can say, hey, he's a hypocrite, and there's other areas that he's a hypocrite on, then you can, disavow from it. But that's why I said about the business aspect, which is a whole different area. But this part here shows the hypocrisy, shows that he's uneven. It shows he's not balanced. Let's continue, guys.
Try to live without them. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about la-da-da, man. This is some bullshit without women. If it wasn't for women, what would you? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They the catch me out. They the lick, man.
Oh, wow.
But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the.
They didn't have to be independent, Steve. See that there? I had to catch that here. I don't want to miss that here. Women didn't have to be independent. Women chose independence. Once Uncle Sam came into our bedroom and offered aid and relief in exchange that the man cannot live in the home, that's when the ending began, along with black women riding with white women in a rage of feminism, that first wave here. Women didn't have to be this here. They chose it. You don't have to be on aid and assistance. Work it out with your baby daddy. You don't have to be a strong man to you equal to us here, because we're not equal. We're not the same. You have your gender norms, and I have my gender norms. But Steve is wrong here. No. And this is the brainwashing that is going on in our black community. Women didn't have to be independent. Now, here's the thing here. There are some Pookies and Ray Rays and Tyrones that is fucking it up for everybody. I get that. But the 10 to 12% of them Pookies, Ray Rays, and Tyrones do not equate for the rest of the black men here. Let's continue.
The right man.
Okay.
But this system of marriage is still good.
Okay.
This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of
I'm stopping again. Yes and no. When a man and a woman are on the same page and they can rock together, that is a great system. The problem is the system of the government involved, where that is incentivized for the woman to leave unless the man does a due diligence beforehand, has prenups, pay for her own lawyers, finds a traditional woman, finds someone who's not about her and is going to get bored when I leave you. There's so many things involved. The system of marriage, when you find the right person, yes, it's great, but the current setup right now incentivizes women to leave. That's why I had to pause that there. So he's wrong on that part here. And that's why I'm saying you cannot listen. You got to listen to every single word he's saying here. And you say, hey, this is what's good and this was bad here. The relationship part here, bad. Let's continue.
the rest of us bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because this new way of thinking ain't getting y'all no damn where. I'm sorry. I got in trouble on one time. This group came after me because I said Marjorie belonged to me.
And they said she's not a possession. She's a person. She's a human.
She is. She mine. What is you talking about? She belonged to me, but I got news.
He's striding the fence. So he's talking about some feminists here. Some feminist groups came after Steve. I'm pausing again. But fellas, yes, I don't care what anybody says. Your woman is your woman. Ladies, you know that. You even say it too. That's my man. Okay, and when we got ours, we claim it. Because if we ain't claiming y'all, that means that you still got a for sale sign on you. And if you got a for sale sign still on you because we ain't claiming you, that means other Negroes, other niggas is gonna come and holler at you. So for them feminist groups here that want to get mad at us men saying that's my woman, that's my wife, that's my lady, shut the fuck up. That is ours, because we ain't trying to have our woman out there on the open free market so every Tom, Dick, and Harry can holler at her. I don't care about this situation here. Steve Harvey's right about this one here. If you got a woman, that is yours. I don't care. It's them single banshees that is mad that they can't talk like that here. That's why they mad, because they ain't got someone to say I'm theirs.
News for you. I'm hers. I belong to her. See, if you don't like that system, carry your punk ass on. Go do something else. and let me know how they work out for you. I want to belong to somebody.
Right.
I want somebody to belong to me. I take care of my wife and my family.
Did you ever feel like you belonged to somebody? In your previous relationship, did you feel like they belonged to you or you belonged to them?
Yeah, I did. My first marriage, yeah. I felt that way. I just didn't have the equipment. I just wasn't the man I needed to be. Did the best I could. I just came up short. You know, I've apologized to her because it really was my fault. I got married too young.
Right.
You know.
How's your relationship with her now?
I mean, we cool, we cordial.
Right.
You know, we cordial.
Okay.
You know, she gave me 3 beautiful kids. I got twins, my oldest son sitting over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
how you got 3 kids, Marjorie had kids. How was the blended family? How did that work, Steve?
Oh, that shit hard. that shit.
I thought you were gonna get me cool by y'all. Like,
no, that shit hard, dog. They wasn't in agreement. They went bowling one night in Memphis when me and Marjorie first got together. We brought all the kids together, all 7 of them. And all the girls went bowling and came back and decided they didn't want us to get married and said they don't think it's the right thing to do. And they need more time to get to know us. And I'm sitting up here looking at some people that ain't got shit. I'm sitting up here going, y'all ain't got a relationship, a good ass job, a career. I'm paying for colleges and shit. I don't know how I'm listening to y'all making some damn decisions. Y'all ain't got one boyfriend that done worked thus far.
Steve's right. And at the same time, this is why you don't pick single moms, guys. You don't pick baby moms. Find yourself a woman who don't have any kids and you can start your own family so that you don't got to deal with the kids saying, we don't agree with this marriage. We think you should take some more time. We don't know about that. Mom, you were the side piece to Steve Harvey's second wife, and you broke that up and things of that nature in his situation, because that's the thing they don't talk about. Shannon ain't gonna ask those questions, but yeah, Marjorie was the side piece before, and then, and the divorce happened in 2005, and then they locked it down in 2007, right? But that's another thing here too, right? Steve's right in this aspect. Who the hell are you? You ain't got no relationships. I'm putting people through college. I'm a millionaire. I'm the most successful person out of all you, including her here. And y'all got a goddamn opinion? I'm paying everything here. I'm the man here, right? But here's the problem, fellas. You ain't got to say all that if you married a woman and had your own kids. Could let your own grown-ass kids talk to you like that. You will slap them in the goddamn mouth saying, who the hell are you? I raised you. You show me respect. I'm your father. I put you through school. You in this world because of me here. And you have the life that you have because of me here. You can sit them down so you shut the hell up. Or if you raise them right, they wouldn't even think about saying anything close to this here, even though you're not talking about marriage, but they will even come to you in that manner if you have your own kids, because there's going to be the respect factor. When you got outside kids and they're grown as hell, especially grown ass step kids, they all got a goddamn opinion. They got an opinion about everything, and especially if there's any boys in the equation here, because they've been the man of the household, and they're gonna try to punk you, fellas. And you older. This clip is like Steve made his kids call her mom. That was disrespectful to their actual mom. Yeah, man, I don't agree with that either, Clifton. But here's the situation here, though. If you have your own family you raise up, you don't gotta worry about some step kids talking back to you and disrespect to you in this manner here. If Steve's paying for colleges and putting money on the table and taking care of people and y'all ain't got a relationship and y'all trying to holler at me, who are y'all? But fellas, this is why you don't deal in this situation. And I get it. Blended families do work for a lot of people. But let's just keep it a buck here. Isn't it a lot easier to build your own family, to build your own legacy? To build something of your own is you and her, and you come together and you have your own kids. Not she comes here and got kids and they talking shit to you. And then you got kids and they're talking shit to her. I'm just saying, he makes a good point. Like, who are y'all to tell me about this? But at the same time, though, if you choose a situation where that you don't got to deal with step kids who got a goddamn opinion about everything, you don't got to worry about this. Live your life, have your own kids, have your own family, and the kids, you raise them right, and the kids can be respectful. So if they even want to think about talking like that, you bop their ass in the mouth saying, who you think you are? They're like, oh, my bad, Dad. You right, Pops. Sorry, Mom. I ain't know what else I got beside myself. Let's continue.
So I don't know how the hell you finna tell me how to live. My sons was over there cool with it. Roger, Jason, and Wynn, they sitting over there, they cool with everything.
Right.
The 4 girls,
Peter Ray?
total, just mayhem.
Totally against it.
Totally against it. Ain't none of them got nobody.
So
why am I listening to them?
How did you win them over?
I didn't.
You hear that?
You're like, I'm doing this. Me and your mama, we doing this.
No, I love this girl. This girl, best thing for me. Now we gonna work. Now we gonna create an atmosphere of love, and everybody's invited into it.
Right.
And everybody want to come into it can come into it. And it was a point, man, where like all of them except the oldest one, my 2 daughters had graduated from college. Morgan was out of college. So the 3 girls were living on their own. Everybody else lived in the house. The 3 boys and the daughter. Lori grew up with 4 damn brothers.
Right.
So she was, and we could protect Lori at the house with them brothers.
Right.
Shit done got out of hand now. We can't, we can't watch it now.
No, you can't watch it.
Because I'd have been there sawed off a bunch of these little.
You can't do anything, Steve, because you lived your simp lifestyle. So Lori's out here getting her back glazed out by every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You got Future out here that's been blazing those guns. All right. Michael B was in there before she played him and dropped him to the curb, which should have been your son-in-law, who you over here talking bad about. You know what I'm saying? She out here and she was fucking both Diddy and Diddy's son rap that within a 10-month span here. Steve, you didn't do a good job of your stepdaughter because she over here getting her back blown out by every dude in Hollywood. And now she with the dude's name, Damsel Idris, whatever dude's name is. She with this dude now. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, you can talk all the stuff you want, Steve, but your actions led to Lori being thotting it up and being out here in the street. She may be rich and successful, but she out here thotting it up. And if she don't look out here, she gonna be single at 35 too as well. I mean, she gonna have better options than the average woman, but she's not gonna find you because she's running through these dudes, and the type of guy you are, these new dudes out here ain't gonna be rocking for that.
But like at the house, we had full control of what was going on.
Yes, it is, Dell.
And it was hard, man, because they were trying to evolve and get to know each other. And, some of the relationships is really good. Some of them is just, they cordial, but that's just the way it is, And I love to tell you, it was a kumbaya moment. We had some great family vacation. We've had some great times recently. We had great holidays. But, I think for the closeness, the boys are the closest,
Right.
And then Winton and Lori is the closest of them all. Winton and Lori, they mud together.
Right.
They mixed, but And then the boys, they good, The sons, they all good.
You have you mentioned you have 13 villas, you have all these lavish places. Where does Steve Harvey go to relax? To just be Margie's husband?
1,600 acres, an hour, 30 minutes south of Atlanta. I bought we bought the Chick-fil-A ranch, 1,600 acres.
Is that where you be fishing at?
I got 9 lakes down there, Sharpe. You got to come down there.
I come out of beach.
He got 9 legs. Good for him. That's where I'm stopping the video out here, because that was the gist of it there. Wanted to bring it up here. I'm glad we had this discussion here. Let's recap before we get out of here, right? So, Steve Harvey, Shannon Sharpe, Club Shay Shay. After the video, I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to watch the whole interview, right? You guys can check it out on your own if you want to, or if you check the link out. But Shannon got a great podcast, so ain't gonna hate on the man. He says some things I don't agree with at times, but if you got a good show, you got a good show. You know what I mean? So I dig what he got here. I like his setup. I like how he moves on the show, things like that. I don't agree with everything he does. I don't agree with paying for divorces. Never you hear me say that, guys. Never pay. No. The next girl, you better pay for your own divorce. Hey man, you better pay for your own divorce. I ain't paying for it. You want me to pay for the divorce, so the next dude, you become scot-free, you go to the next Negro. I'm good on that. That's what happened to Shannon. She used you, Shannon. You paid for the divorce, and now she's on to the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm good on that. Zick says needed leaks and 1304. Good for him, man. Lou's like, Steve made too much money in Trump Tower status to get a Motel 6 woman. God dizzle, man. So this chick dating daddies and sons. Steve needs to sit his ass down somewhere with that. I know, man. It ain't good. I mean, hey, like I said, the relationship aspect, we can get him on. We talk about the business aspect. We can talk about that too as well. It's about separating the two individuals because he's a complex man. So when he's a complex man, he's literally multiple people. You know what I'm saying? How he is behind the scenes, how he handles his business and how he gets equity and how he's able to generate shows and how they come up with new show ideas and how he makes millions. That's one thing when he's talking to executives, he's talking to CEOs, he's talking to TV producers and on his ideas, or he's talking to writers and things of that nature. That's a whole different gambit of a skill set than coming home and being the relationship guy, being the family guy, being the father, being the husband, being the stepdaddy. That's a whole another lifestyle. And what we're showcasing here is that Steve, once again, is giving men bad advice when it comes to women. And he's been rich too long now because when he blew up, when he finally got rich, it was later on in his career. So he went from having no money and being a deadbeat and being basically a bum until he got into entertainment. And then, you know, he grinded and then he blew up and it's just gone from there. So he went from bum and then from bum to status with failed relationships. But the problem though is that Steve only OG was his dad from an old system of marriage traditional values. You see, we have OGs here, whether they're married or single, that talked about all aspects of what we got going on in 2023. Say, hey, we got single guys that here's your option here if you want to stay single. We got guys here who are married and this is your options here. Guys who are divorced. We're giving you every single option and we're telling you this is what happens when you deal with the wrong woman. You deal with a modern woman. Steve ain't telling you that. What Steve will do is say, you find yourself a woman here, you do everything we're supposed to do, you bring to the table, and that's it. You be the man and you suck it up, basically. That's what Steve Harvey be doing. He ain't talking about how women are just as fault in the situation as men are. I can go ahead and talk about my black men here and my brothers and know we ain't doing what we're supposed to be doing here. I understand that. At the same time, though, Steve, you don't hold women accountable and what they're supposed to be doing here. Okay? Not every single baby mama gets pregnant by every no good man. There are good men who maybe didn't get married to their baby mamas and had a kid, and she's the one that left. She's the one that takes the kids. But Steve never had those conversations. It's always the conversation about he is a deadbeat. He is a brokey. He ain't doing supposed to be doing here. He ain't bringing nothing to the table. And on that notion here, we got all these men here who ain't doing supposed to do it because all these new young guys here. These new guys don't know what they talking about here. No, Steve, you've been blind and not seeing how women are finessing men today. Zick says he's a successful simpleton. Yeah, man. Because Steve feels his money gives him the right to talk down on black men. Yeah, he does. You see, when you have that money, it's one thing to have constructive criticism, Clifton, right? You establish yourself, you become an authoritative figure, and you're able to give concrete information, right? But when you're talking down at people and you're not even accepting every single aspect of a relationship because there is a man and a woman that goes in there. And when you only blame one person, it lets the other person off the hook and they are not having to deal with what, guys? Accountability. So when Steve Harvey has his show and he talks to women, he interviews them and he brings them up on the panel, or next he goes up into the audience and gives them a mic and things of that nature, he's not holding them accountable. He allows these women to say, hey, you know what, Steve, these men are no good no matter if I did wrong. No matter if I did bad, because Steve said that I'm good. Steve said that there's nothing wrong with me. It's these men, even though that I'm not reasonable, I'm not understandable. And if a man is saying this here, then that's the cosign for me to continue this type of content. I mean, this type of movement, this type of behavior over and over and over and over again. Thank you, Pinball. Thank you. So it's the dichotomy of Steve Harvey. I wanted to open you guys' eyes to say, hey, it's cool to listen to somebody who you don't like. Just don't listen to him on the subject matter, on the thing that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? You know, he gives good career advice, horrible relationship advice. Zick says Steve was a grown man who had never owned a car before. Suddenly he's rich. No wonder he thinks that money is what makes a man. That's all he knows in his personal experience. He can give you some good advice behind the scenes, but when it comes to a woman, he married a woman that he was lusting for 30 years. So at this point here, guys, I'm not going to disagree with y'all on that one here. He lusted over this woman for years and years. And what is not talked about was Marjorie was the side piece that eventually there's other problems there. Then you introduce the side piece that ends the second marriage and she becomes the third marriage. So of course, when the relationship advice like, nah, because he married the side piece. If anything, Steve's gonna tell women, you know what, girls, yuck, yuck, you can be the side piece. You just gotta play your position, and then eventually you'll get moved to the starting lineup. Just play your position and do your thing, yuck, yuck. That's what he'll tell. He'll be telling women that all they gotta do is be the side piece, and then you'll get there eventually. Oh, these women be extra banshees then. I hate to see that day. Lou says Lori Harvey is Jada Pinkett Jr. God dizzle, Lou. Ooh. Clifton's like, eat the meat and throw away the bones. Exactly, Clifton. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. That was the whole point of this video. That here's the thing. Every content, I didn't watch everybody, but every content creator made like short clips on it. They did a reaction videos like 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, and they went in because like, yo, Steve Harvey doesn't believe in men. Steve Harvey doesn't believe in men in relationships. And there was so much information in this video. I wanted to give you a different perspective on human beings. How you can take information from here and not take it from here from the same person. You can take something from a man or a woman and then not take it from this other area here. You can't stand this person here, but know that they're giving you some gems over here. It's all about life. Guys, you know at your job, you got a boss that you can't stand. But you want to know something? There's a possibility that your boss is good at his job. He just got sucky people skills. He can do his job, but got sucky people skills. You got to separate the two. He's my boss. He's serving a purpose. At least he knows how to do his job. I just don't need to talk to him. If something comes to work. If it comes to personal, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, Steve Harvey can be like that boss that you can't stand. He knows how to get the job done. Just don't talk about personal matters. Hey, boss, we got the situation. We got this meeting at 11:30. You know, I'm gonna need you to be on this call with me because you know we got some things that's gonna be involved here, and I think that you might be the escalation here that might be needed so we can get this over the hump. Okay, Dave, I'll be there for you. Be at lunchtime. Hey, Steve, how's it going, man? How's the wife and the kids? Oh man, wife left me. Kids can't stand me, curse me out every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be working 14 hours a day, Dave. You know what I mean? Because I be here and I ain't trying to deal with that BS at home. God damn, Steve. Okay, man. Well, I just let you know, I got some tickets that need approval here. I house you at 10 a.m. when I have this other meeting. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to talk to your boss no more. So he a downer. He got problems at home. I just need to do is look at these TPS reports. All right. I got to holler about these TPS reports and these database scripts, and that's all that's needed. 5 o'clock comes, I'm done. I don't want to talk to him. I know you might say, Dave, that's a stretch of an example, but it proves the point there. You know, it's just, you know, you can't stand your boss, but he serves a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what if the boss was giving dirty Mac advice to everyone's wives and girlfriends? Hey, Zick, that's you got to go to HR then. You got to get him out of here then. Go to HR. Anonymous note. I think that he's making the women feel uncomfortable with the job here. And I feel a Me Too situation happen. You don't say that. He's making women feel uncomfortable. That's all you got to do then at that point about the dirty Mackie, man. Take your red stapler and bounce, says Clifton. Facts. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna need Steve to go ahead and give more dirty Mackin advice because some of you guys can't cut it with the ladies. Okay, some of y'all can't talk to women, so some of y'all gonna have to steal some women. Okay, Steve Harvey's dirty Mackin class 101. Thanks. See, he was following in King Charles' footsteps. Yeah, man. That was what Steve was doing, though. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, man. So I wanted to take a different angle and give you a different human element to people. You know what I mean? Because the one thing about living in this day and age, especially we're getting close to the political season, you're going to have his side and my side. You're going to have blue against red. You're going to have racist against non-racist. You're going to have woke against non-woke. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, whoever's running for president, there's good and bad in both of them, or her, whoever's running, right? The point that it's going to be is, all right, what can you take the good from the person? And even though there's bad here, how do you extrapolate that? You know, the political season showcases the dichotomy in human beings and how we're tribal. And we became tribal here with Steve Harvey, which is understandable here. It's understandable. I was just pushing the point that I need my men not to keep their sunglasses on at all times. Sometimes it's good to take your sunglasses off, you know? Sometimes it's good to take them off so you can see all the time. You know, you can see certain things, you know, maybe, you know, I got to turn my ring light down so I don't have to wear my glasses all the time. I can talk like this and not use my glasses so I can actually see everything that's needed. And you can see how bright it is here that I'm squidding here. So I got to put them back on. So, you know, just got to protect my eyes. But every once in a while, you got to take the shades off so you can see everything. I know you can't look at the sun all the time, but you can look up in the sky and see what the clouds are showing you. Thomas says, Steve Harvey's hot as simp. Is that? I know, man. Zig's like, Steve, if you could stop telling the HR women that they're tabled, that'd be great. Okay. Right, Zig. Yo, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I didn't realize that we were going to go. The whole idea of me doing this Tuesday live stream was just me testing like I was going to come out just a little bit later, a different time slot, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I wanted to try that out, and I was testing the Tuesday night slot out, you know? So it's like 8:45 my time now, so I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to shut the show down, man. I got to go ahead and get ready for work in the morning. It's been crazy at the job. I'm burning the candle, baby. You got to remember, YouTube's not the only thing. I got a job and career during the day. But this was a great show, guys. This is a great show. I know your boy raised his voice a little bit. Your boy, you know, the kid, you know, your Uncle Dave was, you know, was trying to get y'all to see some things, you know. I was just trying to get you guys to see a different level of understanding. That's all. I don't want the people in my tribe to constantly look at things with a closed mind, just the walls up all the time, just because there's a disagreement. Steve Harvey's the ultimate simp. You will not get any question out of me on that. He gives the worst relationship advice. I just wanted you guys just to stop being emotional and just look at all caveats of a person and do that in all aspects of life when it comes to any human being. Because I was joking about Hitler. That's a sharp name to use when I think about it. It's all good, though. We're good, Zick. We're good, Zick. That's what men do. We talk it out. Right? Right, tribe? Right, fellas? That's what we do. Sometimes, guys, for the right reasons, sometimes we got to close the door and knuckle it up. Right? And then once we're done knuckling up, we open the door. And what do we say? Did you get it out of your system? Yeah, man. Did you get it out of your system? Yeah, man. All right, then. Let's go get this money now. Get out of I'm going to get out of my emotions. Then you're going to get out of your emotions. Then now let's go ahead and get this money. Right? That's how men is supposed to move. That is how we're supposed to do this every day. If you have a disagreement with somebody to get to a certain point, you're like, hey, dog, we can still be friends. We still can be cool. Let's just go get this out. That's how men work. And then once we get it out of our system, it's all right, go. All right, motherfucker, what's up now? What's up? What we doing here? All right. Yeah, that's in the past now. We duked it out. He gave me a good shiner. Hey, Clifton gave me a good one right here. We good now. Hey, I gave him a good rib shot, but we good now. Let's get to the money now. Right? See how that works, guys? That's how it works. Ain't no hard feelings, guys. Never that. Just doing the show. Just need you guys to see the other side of the fence. He's like, sometimes we got to do that. Rocky Apollo. Yeah. Rocky Apollo freeze frame at the end. Hey, you got to do the montage after Rocky, was it Rocky 3? When they were running in the sand? Clifton's like, Dave hit me in my liver. That's right, Clifton. I gave you the liver shot. You gave me the shiner on my left eye. You gave me that hook. You know what I'm saying? But we good now, Clifton. We good now, Zick. Hey, before we go, shout out to my man, Mr. Boring, coming in with the $6 holla. Turn the chat green here. Never had a $6 holla before. What you got, man? Love the different perspective and content. Hey, man. Hey, thank you, Mr. Boring. Hey, bro, first thing first. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate the other content creation on love. That's the whole idea. I was thinking about my channel, guys. Before I go, I was like, yo, man, I'm starting year 2 here. What am I gonna be doing here? And I want to do something that other content creators are not doing. It's not straddling the fence. It's showing the other side so that there's an understanding. The whole idea is like, no, I'm not saying that Steve Harvey's right. It's for you guys to get an understanding and not shut down. Someone could be wrong, but he's like, yeah, he's wrong, but I understand. The best example is somebody graping a loved one. Maybe like your child or something like that. And that father went ahead and went bang, bang on the person who graped your little one, right? Now, some people say, I don't believe in killing, but I understand why he did it. Right? Pinball said, today shows how to think outside the box. Exactly. Renee's like, female box. Renee, stop it. But do you see what I'm doing here? As I go into year 2 here, we see a lot of content creators that will just take they'll take one idea and just run with it in the red pill. Just go hard. And of course, we're going to beat down the women and beat the banshees down. What I want to do is showcase a different lane that lets us understand and lets us be enlightened and allows us to move differently in the streets. Like, somebody's effing up, but then you say, I understand why they effing up. I ain't moving that way, but I understand. You know? So yeah, I see, there's gonna be a little things, different content. You're gonna see, I'm not doing a pivot. You know, I'm just adding to the content flavor. I gotta grow. I gotta be able to be different from everybody else. I want to be able to inspire you guys and put a different level of understanding here. And then when we're all done, then you can say, hey, Dave, I get it. That's just not me. Or you can say, yo, Dave, I get it. Thank you for giving me that. And then as we move on, then the most I say is, hey, I just want to give you that level of understanding, that level of thought process so that we can try to be moving smarter in life. Because I'm still learning. I'm growing as we go here too. And I got to apply things too. I don't want to be a hypocrite like Steve Harvey. I got to keep doing the things I need to be doing as well, guys. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Bourne, for the last, I think it's the last super. Before I go on, let me just double check I ain't got no cash apps. Okay, no cash apps. That's good. So no cash apps. And that was the last about Mr. Boring. So I'm going to get out of here. Man. It's been dope. It's Tuesday night. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification below. You want to click on that. If you know notifications don't work all the time, so you can get notifications when the content drops. All right. Just know that, hey, I live stream in the evenings, baby. We trying to get this going here. But we're going to get out of here, guys. Let me go ahead and do this here. Before I get out of here, y'all got to see this here. Y'all want to go to Vegas and get a $100 ticket. But you know what, though? The music's gone now. That means that I got to get off the show. I'll see y'all the next live stream, guys. Y'all be good. And as always, I'm that dude named Dave. Peace out.
Dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar. Y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. De corazón. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar. Y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace hace ser feliz. Ella es de corazón, plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work, money work, money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work, lunático.